Hi, I'm Nick, and welcome to Storytime, Alan Moore's Promethea, Part 2. Part 1 set up the world and the characters, and this part will be an extended exploration into Promethea's non-physical reality, the Immateria, and also an exploration of the Tree of Life found in the Hebrew mystical tradition of Kabbalah, though Alan is really just using that as a framework for his own ideas and interpretations, since it is meant to encompass all of human nature and reality in one idea structure. I don't believe Alan subscribes to any one religion, and neither do I. We merely present these ideas, and ideas like God, as that, ideas, and not beliefs. Alan will also provide a lot of instruction in the ideas of magic. While Promethea is gone, though, she'll need someone to fill in for her on Earth, and she asks her friend Stacia to host Grace's Promethea as she did in the hospital, and her story will play out on Earth as Sophie charts the heavens. This is an utterly unique comic experience, as I think you'll see if you stick around and give it a chance. I'm probably doing a bad job explaining it because it's very ambitious what Alan is trying to do here and doesn't condense easily into a short introduction. At the end of the last part, Promethea had asked the snakes on her Caduceus staff to teach her about magic, and she followed them into the Immateria. Now let's begin. Summer 2000.
So, if I can interrupt your psychotic break for a moment, we're sitting out here, why exactly? No, wait. Let's see if I can figure this one out myself, using only my earthling ingenuity. You say you're going away for a long time, maybe the whole summer break. I mean, like I care. You say, meet me in the park, I've got something to tell you. I'm thinking she's going to admit she's gay. But, oh no, what you tell me is that there's whole microbe cities on that dog turd over there. Ooh, Stace, there's glittering towers of microbubbles. It looks like Manhattan. Then you tell me about the clouds. Ooh, Stace, it's so groovy. There's a dead British guy named all these different types, like cumulolinguists, and gays used to write him letters. Then, when I'm still reeling from this, you start backing on the dog turd. Oh, Stace, the little germ cities have little germ neighborhoods, and one place processes the waste of the place next door. Okay, these are like little eco-friendly hippie germs, right? But what does that have to do with... Stacia?
Shush. Promethea, the fields we know.
I just wanted to sit out here with you and take all this in, you know? Really take it in. The material world. How it fits together, how it all works. All the colors and the sound and the variety. It's fantastic. Oh, please. And more incredible still, we're not experiencing any of this directly. It's all a tapestry of our perceptions. Matter's just a state of mind. I mean, spare me the Jedi philosophy, okay? What's this sudden nature obsession? I guess it's what I'm leaving behind. When I said I was going away, Stace, I meant away from Earth. You okay with that? Well, huh? Ah, jeez. Look, come on, let's walk. You're going away from Earth? What, you're going to some other planet? Like Mars or somewhere? No. Well, actually, yeah. In a way, I suppose I am. See, it's all this magic stuff I'm learning about. There's the planets. Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, whatever. Big physical balls of gas and rock hanging in space. Then there's what those planets mean. What, like cheap real estate? Stace, I'm serious, okay? See, magic, what it is, well, in some ways, it's an attempt to map existence, both physical and non-physical. The planets are used to symbolize levels of awareness, as if they were actual places on that map. Right, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and Sophie's from Uranus. Stace, if you want to understand any of this, and it's sort of important that you do, you better listen. Earth's a place and a state of mind, and me and Promethea are leaving both of them. So what, you're just gonna fly off into, into the magic? And you've been planning this? All these months you've been reading books, visiting that Faust creep? I've been getting ready for a journey. Yeah, that's right. Jack's been helping me prepare, and no, we haven't had sex since that one time. He's been a real friend. Well, obviously, you tell him you're leaving, but you don't tell me. Stacia Vanderveer, you are a rude, conceited, selfish asshole, but you are my very best friend. I know saying this is going to get me called a lesbo for the rest of my life, but I really love you, Stace, and right here on this spot is the last place you're going to be seeing me for a while. I want you to give me a hug and kiss me goodbye, and not say anything, okay? Lesbo. What, you're serious? Just like that? You're going? Bye, Stace. Sophie? Sophie Pangs, you come back this minute and...
Sophie leaves Stacia behind, walking into the trees. Promethea arrives and takes Stacia onward towards the immateria.
No way. You opened a door into all that immateria stuff. Look at that. That's what's it called? A Pegasus. A Sphinx. And no, we're not in the immateria yet. I thought I'd take us by the pretty route. You see, even the earthly material plane has graded levels. They range from the dense blackness of the underworld up to this highest, most ethereal and symbolic level of awareness. And you got all this from that creepy guy's books? Hey, what happened to those bratty tourist kids I saw earlier? They're still there. You're just seeing them now as what they symbolize. It's the four princesses of the tarot pack. They're attributed to this earthly sphere. It's like each of the four elements in their earthliest manifestation. So this is some complicated crap here. It's as complicated as one needs it to be. It's got big general measurements and fine gradations, like any system. If you like, it can be as simple as a child's game. Look down here. Whoa, what's this? Hopscotch for the colorblind? Well, I suppose you could play hopscotch on it, but you might vanish or something. No, this is like a map, or maybe a circuit board. It's the structure of things, whether that's the universe or each individual human soul. It's an old Hebrew knowledge system called Kabbalah. It's intended to encode all conceivable existence in a single glyph. Each of those 10 spheres is called a Sephiroth, and Sephiroth is just a Hebrew word for number. The 22 paths connecting them are the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, so it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C. It's also the Rose Atlas for heaven, and I'm going to be needing it soon. Come on, this way. Hold on. What's with these 3 paths forking off here? And this big cross thing? Wait a minute. If the Earth sphere, like number 10, then this is a big Roman numeral 10, right? Well, sort of, but only by coincidence. Actually, the cross in a circle is the planetary symbol for Earth. The 4 colors represent the graded levels of earthly awareness I mentioned, from underworld black up through russet and olive to heavenly citrine. As for these forking paths, the one on the left, that's Highway 31. Of the 22 paths, this one corresponds to the Hebrew letter Shin, and of the 22 major tarot cards, Shin corresponds with Judgement, or the Aeon. It's an intellectual, rational path to enlightenment, but I think it involves an apocalyptic, world-shattering revelation. We probably don't want to go there just yet. Now, the path on the right is Highway 29. Its Hebrew letter is Quoth, and its tarot card is the Moon. This is the path to illumination as well, but it's more unconscious and emotional. I suppose it represents the long, dark night of the soul. You probably don't want to go there just yet either. That leaves us this center path, Route 32. I know this highway pretty well, plus it takes to the people I wanted you to meet. In fact, I think that's them right up ahead. Sophie. And you brought a friend. This had better be good. Ah! You totally lied! You said we were still on Earth! We were on Earth. Now we're someplace else. Just stay calm, okay? Sophie, you're not supposed to bring tangibles through here. What'd she call me? Shut up, Stace. Margaret, everybody, I've something to announce. Oh, no, I'm worried for sure. Actually, Poppet, for once I agree. What's going on, darling? Me, Grace. I'm going on. Going on? What's that supposed to mean? Hey, don't look at me. You've been like this all fucking day. I'm going after Barbara. Barbara? But Soph, isn't she the one who... Oh. Sophie, Barbara's gone on to the higher levels of the materia. She's gone on to the soul. Sophie, this is so not a good idea. I've been studying with Jack Faust and the snakes. I've been learning about Kabbalah. I think I can do this. Wait a minute, you're going into the afterlife? It's what I feel I should do, emotionally. It's all that makes sense to me. Barbara was one of the bravest women I ever met. I can't bear the thought of her walking off into the vastness of everything. Not on her own. Darling, this isn't just about your feelings. It's about using your intelligence, too, my dear girl. Think what you're suggesting. I mean, do you have any idea what's waiting up the road? Up Route 32, beyond High Brazil, beyond Misty Magic Land. I think I do, intellectually at least. Like I say, I've been studying. Honey, The higher you climb the tree, the bigger the chance you don't come back. Besides, you've got responsibilities in the earth and material world, as Promethea. Yeah, and as Sophie. I mean, what's Trish gonna say? Sophie's mother believes she's backpacking in Europe for the summer, and doesn't much care anyway. And I agree that humanity desperately needs a Promethea right now to lead them up from the dark matter into the blaze of spirit. That's why I brought Stacia here. I want her to replace me while I'm gone. She has gone crazy, I bet. Darling, are you trying to upset us? As if just any little schoolgirl could be Promethea. Hey, like I'm desperate to be on some cosmic chorus line with Xena's mom here. Look, could you all just stop reacting and consider things for a moment? I've been thinking about this, and it makes sense. Grace, you merged with Stacia before, at the hospital. Even if she barely remembers it, logically, we know it can be done. Imagine it, Grace, being able to adventure in the physical world again. And you, Stacia, imagine being a famous science heroine. Are you insane? Me? Some sort of celebrity icon? That'd be... Actually, thinking about it, that'd be sort of cool. So, you're saying it would be me that manifested on Earth? Grace, you're not seriously considering this nonsense. I mean, at your age? Margaret, darling, you're at least 125, whereas I'm still in my first century. Grace, think of something other than adventuring for once. For Sophie, visiting the higher spheres is dangerous. Oh, you are fibbing. We went there once to find the Sun King's wedding ring. Yes. For my part, I side with Mistress Sophie. I have been thinking on how Mistress Barbara might fare myself. I'm but ashamed that none of us had thought to aid her up till now. Oh, Anna, sweetheart, honestly, I feel about this tall. Margaret, honey, I think these girls might have a point. Besides, what was Margie saying about you having been up-road yourself? When I was Margie, I sort of visited the higher spheres, but... Oh, look, I can see everyone's made up their minds. Just be careful, Sophie. That's all I'm saying. Hey, forget her. She's outgoing. Where do I get my outfit? Oh, now you listen, you little Miss Selfish. You were getting off on the wrong foot. Don't worry, Belle, dear. I'll walk our little chum back to Earth. And we'll have a little chat about manners on the way, won't we, darling? Bill? So, did you see Conan? I can do the voice. For slaving of enemy, for thriving of his cattle, and for hearing the lamentation of his women. Oh, bye, Soph. Good luck. Goodbye, Stacia. Mistress Grace will have a handsful with that last, I'll wager. She is swell, I don't think. Sophie, Anna was right. What you're doing is very brave. I hope you find Barbara. Thanks, Margaret. Oh, now you just come back safe and don't go anywhere near that horrible abyss, you hear? I'll try not to. You take care, Bill. Anna, Margie, I'll try to be back soon, okay? Goodbye, everybody. Promethea continues up the 30-second path and again sees the universe represented as the moonlit woman and the coiled snake in the sky. Hello? You're the universe, it's tarot image. Sophie has seen. I've seen you before, but you're different every time. You're beautiful. Can you hear me from up there? Do you know I'm here? Of course we hear you, child. You are a part of us. Our dance is in your eyes, and all the stars are inside your mind. Yes, ma'am. My friend Bill told me about you. You're our imagination. And you, sir, you're all earthly growing things. You represent our snaking, spiral DNA. Your dance is where matter meets imagination, because that's our whole universe right there. I just wanted to tell you I love you. I probably don't tell you that enough. And we love you. Of course we do. Of course. Go gently, little baby. Go in peace. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Oh, one last question. Is the snake's head under the woman's foot because she's, like, growing up out of his mind? Is his head there because material life has invented imagination? No. It's there because I am her servant, and because that's where it feels
Nicest. Now run along. We're busy.
Hi. My name's Promethea, or sometimes Sophie. Who are you?
Me? Oh, I'm just an allegorical figure from a 17th century engraving. I've been sitting here near 500 years trying to figure out how this kite thing's supposed to work. I mean, seriously, this will never fly.
That's the Tree of Life. I think the reason you're here is because the path you're holding it by is this one, Route 32. It symbolizes how this path helped mankind grasp the entire system.
Ooh, boy, you're smart. I never would have figured that out. Say, here's one for you. Know why this path is called Tau?
Not really. I know Tau is a Hebrew letter, and it means a sort of T-shaped cross.
Nah, it's because this path is how you get across to Matter Tau Mind. You get it? Matter Tau Mind. Go on, beat it. Little punks think they know everything.
Didn't I just pass you down the road?
Oh no, that must have been somebody else. We symbolic old men tend to look very much alike. Will you be wanting the ferry? I expect so. That's what the other lady wanted.
Other lady? What, dressed sort of like me? You must mean Barbara. She rode on your ferry?
Well, she had to. The road from here is a river. Come on, hop aboard.
But, well, we haven't really been introduced or anything. I like your barge, incidentally. All this Egyptian gold work. Is it new?
Huh? No, it's not new. As for introductions, I'm Charon, and you're dead. Next, Moon River. Malkuth.
Is that okay? There's no need to push. Jeez, I hate these places. Anyway, how's this gonna help me write poems and turn into you? I can't write poetry. Neither could you? Well, what's that mean? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna ask him, okay? Listen, excuse me, but do you stock some lame book called The Fantastic Art of Grace Brana?
Yeah, I got one copy back here.
There, satisfied? I got your book, you nutcase ghost bitch. Wait, don't! Ah!
That's $14.95 for the book. You okay?
Uh-huh. Here's the money. Thanks for everything.
Yesod. Promethea, Moon River.
So you're Charon. I thought I was headed for the lunar realm, not the land of the dead.
Huh, what's the difference? After all, the moon governs dreams and the unconscious. The unconscious, in a way, is the underworld this river winds through.
The Styx?
Aye, the ancients thought the dream world and the dead's realm to be one. Where else do we meet the departed, save in dreams?
You said you'd ferried Barbara, the friend I was searching for. Did you transport her to, I don't know, Hades?
Huh. Well, hardly. Mainland Hades is for real people. From your friend's dress, like your own, I'd assumed he was at least half fanciful. Fictions go elsewhere.
What do you mean by... Oh, what's that ahead?
It's where fiction-related types go. They call it the houseboat on the Styx.
A houseboat? That's not mentioned in mythology.
No, it's not. But you'll recall that one thing mythology does mention is paying the ferryman.
Well, you see, I'm not actually dead, so I don't have any coins on me.
Really? I think you'll find you do.
No, really, I don't. There's nowhere... Wait a minute. This feels like some sort of hidden pocket in my robe. There's something in here?
There, you see? That will do nicely.
But coins, or pentacles, that's one of the 4 magical weapons. It represents earthly awareness.
Exactly. You won't need earthly awareness here. Now, come along. I must introduce you to the swellest social set in all Hades. May I proudly present the Associated Shades.
But that's Shakespeare and Napoleon. I think that's Sherlock Holmes. These are really famous names.
Oh, and Charon isn't, I suppose?
I didn't mean...
Listen, I'll have you know Chaos was my grandfather. Erebus and Nox were my parents. Us Noxes are aristocracy in Hades.
I'm sorry. No offense was intended.
Take no notice of me. Nobody else does. Come along, let's find the captain, Mr. Bangs.
Mr. Bangs? But that's Sophie's name.
Yes, we know. We're dead, not stupid. Skipper, your great-great-grandniece. She's arrived.
Splendid. So you're Sophie, the, what is it, science heroine? Aha! Marvelous. I'm John Kendrick Bangs, your distant uncle. I created the houseboat. Created? Well, actually, I wrote it. A houseboat on the Styx, Harper, 1896. Heard of it? Let's go down here. It's quieter.
After meeting several more fictional characters, Promethea leaves the boat and travels from a dock up a mountain to a small club, one of many. Here she finds Barbara Shelley, heartbroken because she has only found a shade of her husband, an echo. He is nothing but her memories of him, and the real Steve was so unpredictable. They leave this place behind and explore the realm in search of Steve's soul. They are met and guided by writers who wrote about the moon, such as Lucian, who is supposedly carried there on a waterspout.
What's this mean? Yes, sir, over the archway. It's a Hebrew word meaning foundation. I guess it implies that spirituality is founded on imagination. Naturally. Before joining into higher spheres, man must first reach the moon. From here, armed with imagination's vision, man need only look up. Ah, yes. I see. See what? What is all that stuff? It's the Kabbalah, the symbolic planetary system as seen from here. Come on, let's catch up. Sure smells good. Jasmine or something. Well, perfume's associated with the moon realm. Scent is the faculty most closely linked with memory, and this realm of fictions and dreams is also a realm of memories, as Mistress Barbara knows. Come along, further wonders await yonder. What's this place? It looks like a cave, only more ornate. It's the shrine of Endymion here on the moon, exactly as I said it was in my true history. Endymion's a shepherd boy who loved the moon goddess Selene, yet could only be with her in eternal sleep and dream. We can take a peep at him if you like, but we must all be very quiet. Oh, he's beautiful. He's also sort of aroused looking. Guess he's dreaming about something nice. Wow. Yeah, I guess so. He's dreaming of Selene asleep with his javelin in his hand, as I described him in my writings. It's Endymion's meaning that's important. Being with God requires being in another state of consciousness. He also implies that Yesod governs sexual fantasy. Yeah, well, I guess Mistress Barbara knows that one too. Sophie, the Steve I'm looking for isn't in this realm. I had to look further. If you're seeking the further domains of the immateria, you'll need transport. Might I suggest our lunar railway? The main station's just ahead. A railway station? Certainly. After all, imagination can transport one anywhere. You may find the station familiar from your dreams. Farewell, dear ladies. Hey, I did once dream of a station sort of like this. Sophie, look, I still haven't said what it means. You coming after me. You don't have to stay with me. Forget it. I'm sticking with you till you find your real Steve, and then... Hey, this is weird. It's like this London Underground rail map I once saw, except this is a tree of life, the Kabbalistic system. Look, that's the abyss where the Thames usually is. Abyss? That sounds heavy. Oh, you'll find Steve long before we reach that. Now, let's see. If we're at Foundation, then we're here. There's 3 possible routes. We can take the art line to the solar sphere, the star line to the emotional Venusian sphere, or the sun line to Hod, the intellectual mercurial sphere of writers and magicians. That sounds like somewhere Steve might have ended up. Then that's where we'll go. Excuse me, which train takes the sun line to Hod? Platform 9. Love the book, by the way. What the hell did that mean? I don't know. Come on, this is our train. It's about to leave. Let's climb aboard. Wow, just in time. It's moving. Great. We'll see somewhere outside our imaginary realm. We'll see the territory of the sun path. Looks like it's mostly icons of science and reason. Well, this 30th path is the rational route from imagination to intellectual enlightenment. Yeah? Sophie, how'd you learn about magic so quickly? Well, I got my guidance from my snakes. Plus, also, I slept with Jack Faust, and he loaned me some books on tarot and Kabbalah and stuff. You slept with Jack Faust? Sophie, kid, you're full of surprises. Listen, I did it so I'd know enough to find you. Hey, I meant it admiringly. I like how you come at solutions sideways. Like, for instance, leaving your earthly duties at Promethea behind to come after me. How the hell did you swing that one? Oh, I worked something out. You know, me and my wacky, ingenious solutions.
Malkuth.
And finally, curse her slutty mom Trish and any other bangs I might have forgotten. Listen, this is stupid. I can draw in kind of a spazzy way, but I can't draw Promethea like you did. I can't get into her. What? No, I heard fine. I was just stunned by the compliment. Although, yeah, I thought I had the flesh tones pretty good too. In fact, if I just change this arm a little, then... Whoa. I stood up too quick. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, I feel dizzy. Oh, I say. How simply darling.
Next, Mercury rising. In Malkuth, the realm of Earth, a new science villain made up of Elastigel is on a crime spree, calling himself Jellyhead. He is remote controlled by someone unknown and impervious to bullets, as the bank guards find out. But not impervious to blades, and Grace's Promethea, currently residing in Stacia Vanderveer, slices him to pieces. Promethea, Mercury rising.
Dave, are you okay? Oh, God. That was incredible. And slicing him up's okay, because he was just Elastigel. Elastigel, you say? I'm sorry, darling, I can't have heard that part. Oh, look at him, slithering round in slices, the silly man. Let's have a closer look at him, shall we? Up you come, sweetie. You're the new science heroine, aren't you? You're Promethea. No, darling, I'm that old science heroine, Promethea. Now, as for you, or whatever is working you, let's get a few things straight. Firstly, I'm running things now, and just between us, I have a teensy bit of a temper. As for that other Promethea, the nice one, I'm afraid she's elsewhere.
Hard.
Well, here we are. Where are we? This is where the sun path from the lunar kingdom terminates. We're in the mercurial realm of language, magic, and intellect. Its Hebrew name is Hod. That means splendor. Why splendor, specifically? Well, I suppose communication is how minds reveal themselves. Language gives a shape to the splendors of the intellect. Hey, Barbara, do you feel, I don't know, sort of peppier? It's like smarter, but kind of more playful, too. Yeah, my thoughts feel all like fizzy or some. That looks like the station exit over there. You know, all these decorations? They're Egyptian hieroglyphs and things. I guess that telling stories with pictures is the first kind of written language.
Heh. Probably that's why Prometheus mostly appeared in comic books this last century. God used to be in tapestries, and now they're in strips.
Barbara, that's a really clever play of meanings. You know, I just thought, language, it shapes our whole consciousness, how we put ideas together. Even our concept of time, before we had command of language. We couldn't record events in the past.
Yeah, well, an elephant never forgets.
Right. And elephants make trunk calls, which returns us to communications. Geez, Barbara, where are these puns and word connections coming from? My head's sort of racing. Mine, too. Oh, wow.
The Prometheus pass logic gates while walking a neural pathway, traveling in the realm of intellect. They see the number 8 on a plinth that is also the symbol of Mercury. They find the mandrake plant, called moly in Greek literature, and considered holy. Holy moly. They also find the magic square of 8, from which we derive chess, also called mandrake play.
I don't know. Frankly, I'm getting like real heavy deja vu about this path. Haven't we come over this rise before? And down this slope? Yes, I think we have. And there's that weird sound, like people talking down beneath our feet. Yeah, you know, Sophie, all this math and language and reason, why do I feel there's something behind it that's so intricate, so insane? I guess it's where genius shades into madness. Say, is it getting darker ahead? Yeah, the stars are out, and I still hear voices beneath our feet saying the same thing. And, Sophie, look there, we're ahead of ourselves. So we are.
You were right. It is some sort of time loop. Damn right it is. We're even back there behind ourselves. I mean, a loop in space I can understand. But a loop through time, that's like infinity. That means it goes on forever. Well, I guess the Mobius strip is like the infinity symbol, or the figure 8. There, hear that? The voice beneath us said Mobius strip right when you did, before you mentioned the infinity symbol. Yeah, I heard them, and now it's getting brighter up ahead again. You know, Barbara, infinity's a scary idea. I mean, how do we get off this thing? It's a loop with a twist, like a figure 8. Say, am I imagining things, or is it getting darker up that slope ahead? You're right. All the stars are out. There's something wrong with this path, how it twists from night to day. Yeah, it's as if the path snakes through time as well as space. See, it gets brighter down this slope. Or is that up this slope? Either way, it's day again. But you're right, this path's certainly peculiar. Not just peculiar, okay? Insane! I mean, just look on that bridge up ahead. That's us, Sophie. That's us 5 minutes ago. This path's some sort of time loop. It has to be. God, Barbara, you're right. That's us walking on the bridge's underside. This must be a Mobius strip. There it is again. Deja vu. You mentioned that Mobius strip thing before. I'm sure. How does it work again? Getting like really heavy deja vu about this path. Haven't we come over this ride? But what? Barbara, get off the path. We have to get off the path now. And down this slope? Yes, I think we have. Whoa. Oh, geez. I feel nauseous. How many times did we go around that damn thing? Once? 1,000,000 times? I'm not sure. Come on, we better find some safer route. Sure, assuming there is one. You know the expression, straight 8? That's gotta be sarcastic. This place is anything but straight. Well, it's straight in the sense of truthful. This fear's about communications. Truth is its specific virtue. Come on, let's take this bridge. Will it hold us? This silvery metal. It flows and changes like liquid. What is it? I don't know. I'm suddenly getting the notion that it's what thoughts and ideas are made from. It's like ideoplasm or something. We'd better keep moving. Yeah, I guess so. Especially since the bridge behind us ain't there anymore. See? It is like some sort of thought stuff. The way it shifts and changes shape. Melts away to nothing. It seems to lead towards that citadel ahead. Uh-huh. Which is all made from the same liquid filigree goop, this ideoplasm or whatever. The intricacies, like I said, whatever lives here has to be insane, don't you think? Sophie? The flowing metal turns out to be the very body of the god Hermes and others like him. Well, the Promethea idea. I had you in, what, the 5th century? I must say, you've taken your time getting here. Actually, I was just enjoying a round of mandrake play with the boys. Won't you join us?
Ah! Yeah!
They are dropped onto the board. There. Now, I think introductions are in order, though there's seldom order in introductions. You know Thoth, of course, though not in his non-syncretic form. The noisy beast with him is his ape, the cynocephalus. I apologize for my cynocephalus. He and the trickster Hanuman currently have a disagreement. I expect it's monkey business. The gentleman on the 8-legged horse is the Norse magic god Wotan, while this mischievous little chap is the boy Mercury.
Gods. Real gods. Oh, Sophie, they're so sweet. I feel like I'm gonna cry or something. I know. It's like they've always been mankind's very best friends, I guess. Old friends. Here, come on up. Our play's at an interesting stage. You might learn something. So what finally brings you to Hod? Call me thrice great Hermes when you answer, by the way. Is he serious? Shh. Thrice great Hermes. My friend Barbara searches for her departed husband, Stephen Shelley. He was both writer and occultist. We thought we might find him here. Hey, everything's made from that quicksilver stuff. Naturally. Hod's where all the form seen in the lower spheres of dream and matter has its origins. All perceivable form is made from this quicksilver stuff.
We call it language. Hey, this is wrong. I mean, there's only one night left in play. How come the game's continuing? It's impossible. Ah, well, that's where being omnipotent comes in useful. Dear me, just look at that poor little knight. He's been going around the board all alone, trying not to land on the same square twice. You can see the order of his moves. Gah! Sophie! We're back on that magic square thing! Yeah. But this is a different magic square. The numbers are in a different order. Oh, God, Sophie, we're outside again. If we ride back on that Mobius thing, I'll scream. Hermes shrinks down to their size to accompany the Prometheas. Oh, dear. Nobody wants that. Much better if we continue with our stroll. May I, ladies? Wait a minute. We weren't having a stroll. We were on this chessboard in a chamber with you and some other gods. Were we? Well, that doesn't matter here. It's all a story, isn't it? It's all fiction, all language. It can change like quicksilver. But this isn't fiction. This is our real life. Ha ha! Real life. Now there's a fiction for you. What's it made from? Memories? Impressions? A sequence of pictures, a scattering of half-recalled words. Disjointed hieroglyphic comic strips unwinding in our recollection. Language. To perceive form, even the form or shape of your own lives, you must dress it in language. Language is the stuff of form. Mathematics, for example, is a language. Consider the forms it produces. This magic square of 8 is called the Knight's Tour. Connect its numbers in sequence and you produce the magic line of 8. Do you see? Mathematics is a language, a human invention, a fiction, and yet it creates such elegant form. It creates splendor. It creates truth. So, everything's made from language? We are made of language? Even you? Oh, especially me. How could humans perceive gods, abstract essences, without clothing them in imagery, stories, pictures, or picture stories for that matter? Picture stories? Oh, you know, hieroglyphics, vase paintings. Whatever did you think I meant? Besides, what could be more appropriate than for a language god to manifest through the original pictographic form of language? What are you saying? What am I saying? I'm saying some fictions might have a real god hiding beneath the surface of the page. I'm saying some fictions might be alive. That's what I'm saying.
Who are you looking at? There's nothing behind us.
Oh, I have my jests. Please pay them no attention. Now, let us head over here, shall we? There's people I'd like you to meet. Our game is paused, my fellows. One called 3 times great approaches in a company of maidens. Ah, well, Crawley, I must say I don't fancy yours much. Why, splendid. Knowing your taste, I imagine mine will be the younger of these divinely escorted ladies. Thrice noble one, how may we serve thee? Doctor, this fair lady seeks her husband, both a scribe and sorcerer. Has he passed this way, I wonder?
His name's Shelley. Stephen Shelley.
Yank, wasn't he? Wrote cartoon strips. I think I remember him passing through here. He went on, though.
Wait a second. Crowley. You're Alistair Crowley.
Aha! Why, yes, I know.
I just wanted to say I love your work. The thought deck, it's just incredible.
Why, thank you. I wonder, would it distress you greatly if I kissed your behind? Ignore them. I'm Austin.
Would... Barbara, come on, we're getting out of here. You heard the guy say Steve had gone on. Yeah, but Austin here's seen him. Couldn't he show us where Steve went?
Splendid idea. Mr. Spare here can guide you out of Hod. Although I hope you'll visit again soon. Promethea is one of my fondest creations, you know.
Which way do we go?
That way. Travel well, women. The sphere of the magicians wishes you a safe passage. Back on Earth, the 5 swell guys come across a scene of devastation. 8 new science villains had appeared and formed a team recently, and Grace's Promethea has laid them all out like last week's laundry, and she's not finished yet.
Yeah, well, whoever's doing this, The question is, what are they going to do next?
Well, darlings, I thought that first I might tidy you civic defenders out of the way, which would give me a nice clear run at killing this beastly possessed mayor, don't you think? So, who wants to go first? Next, Love and the Law. The demons living in Mayor Sonny Baskerville argue and plot around a table in his mind. They can feel that something big and powerful is coming for them. Outside, in the mayor's office, his cabinet struggle to implement his new demonic directives and to avoid his rage. Still, he's doing great in the polls. And beyond the mayor's office, across the city, Grace and Stacy as Promethea fights the 5 swell guys. And Roger goes flying through the air, smacking into a billboard.
Ah!
Oh, balls. Roger's down.
Yeah, well, why don't you try doing something about it, Bob? You're the friggin' leader. You always leave everything to me and Roger.
Stan, calm down.
Oh dear, not feeling quite so swell, darlings.
Frankly, my dears, you wouldn't be in such a mess if you weren't also in my way. If I were you, I'd get out of it.
Yeah, right, and let you whack the mayor. This ain't the one that stopped the Elastigel. This one's different. You getting anything, Kenneth?
Nothing that makes sense. I'm at an easel, 1927. Landscape, alien landscape. Woman artist. She's bisexual, mild addiction to cocaine. Her name's... Ugh. Promethea shuts Kenneth up before he can name her.
She's nuts. Stan, hit her with something. You got terrific gameplay, and whacking the mayor's kind of profound. So is that right? You're bisexual?
What can I say, darling? It was the 20s. We just got through a war. We were all feeling terribly frisky.
Fuck you, Bob. You hit her.
Listen, I don't understand. How come you have to kill the mayor when the other Promethea didn't? Oh, we've completely different temperaments, darling. You see, I'm much more in touch with my emotions, and she still has a way to go. Promethea, Love and the Law.
Hi.
Hi, you two okay?
Yeah. Yeah, also it just explaining stuff to me about Thoth and his ape, this communication theory stuff about signal and noise, and, we had sex. I mean, I don't want you to think I'm unfaithful to Steve, it's just...
Barbara, it's fine. I understand different things are important here.
Are they? Bugger. It's just that here you're near enough to emotions to feel what's really important. Good luck in Nietzsche, Barbara. Hope you find your old man.
You're not coming with us?
Nah, this bit of me belongs in Hod. You'll see me later down the road, but I won't know you. I'll be a completely different person there. Take care, girls. Don't get out of your depth.
So that's Austin Osmond Spare. He's sort of intense, isn't he?
Sophie, man, that was the weirdest fuck I ever had. I mean, not love, but there were these sneaky faces boiling around his head, and I kept changing. I was like 16 or something. I tell you, it's a good job I'm already dead.
I guess this is the entrance to this 7th Venusian Sephiroth. There below the arch is the Venus symbol, combined with the figure 7, even with that little cross on the bottom. And there's the Hebrew word Netzach, which means victory.
I thought this field was all love and emotions and like that. How come it's called victory?
I don't know. It never really explained that in any of the books Jack Faust loaned me. Hey, this leads straight down into the surf. Are we supposed to, go into the water?
I guess. God, you smell roses? Me and Steve's wedding, we had these heavy, scented roses.
It's warm. The water's warm, like body temperature. My mom used to bathe me when I was a baby. It was... Jesus, I'm getting all choked up. What is this?
I know. I can remember our first house, how it smelled when we moved in. The paint. Ah, hell.
It's emotion. Water is emotion. It's element. Barbara, I can't stay afloat in this. It's like there's a current.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not so bad. If I don't think about Steve, how his laugh sounded, watching Saturday Night Live. Poor great John Belushi.
Sophie? Sophie, why aren't we drowning? I can breathe and talk. It's like being underwater in a dream. This isn't water, or it's water on a symbolic level. Water is a symbol of emotion. An ocean of emotion.
Yeah, what was it in Yellow Submarine? A sea of green.
Hey, what's that? It looks like an emerald. I think I saw this in a book by that Ledger Crowley. Read around the heptagon. It's the magical order of the 7 classical planets. Follow the lines of the heptagram, and it's the days of the week, or the gods that represent them. See, Monday's the moon, Tuesday's the martial god Tu, Wednesday's the magic god Woden, and so on. Well, I'll be damned. How many weeks was I alive without noticing that? Hey, thinking about it, even in different languages, it's the god of the same spears. Like we have Woden's Day, Wednesday, and the French is what, Mercury's Day? That's right. We have Friday after Norse goddess Freya, while the French have Vendredi after Venus. I guess it's here because the 7-pointed star represents his 7th spear. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Ordinary life, it's got these ancient symbol systems running all through it, and nobody even thinks about it. Geez, what's happening here? It's like some sort of geyser boiling up from an ocean bed vent. But the bubbles, they've got pictures in them. And the pictures are moving. Barbara, this little kid crying here, she looks sort of like me. And I'm in the kitchen getting cereal, hearing them shouting, nobody loves anybody, nobody loves me. I'm crying in the milk. And I'm 16, and boys love me a little while. That's what they mean when they say about doing me. They mean they love me. And I'm 20 in the bars. When I'm drunk, I don't care. There's nobody wants me. I'm a joke. My stupid name. Trish Bangs. Now I'm 22. I'm pregnant. Wanting that shit. I thought he was the one. He disappeared. I don't know. Maybe I wanted this because, she will love me. Jeez, that's me. That's me in 1970 when I first entered Promethea. God, look at me. I was really pretty. Steve, baby, look what you've done. I'm that chick you write about. Baby, how you did that? I'm telling you, guy, you're some kind of wizard. And what's that down there? Man, I tell you, I was great. I got the Smedes confused so they attacked the Night Queen and... Oh, baby, I'm sorry. How was your day? You get much writing done? Yeah? Anyway, these Smedes. Steve, look, the temple are building some kind of astral monster. I know it's our anniversary, but what am I supposed to do? I'll make it up to you, sweetheart, I promise. Panel 1. The man, desperate, grabs Promethea's robe. Man, please don't go away. I love you more than anything. Ah, Barb. Come home, Barb. Steve? Oh, God. Baby, I got here as soon as I could when I... Steve? I wasn't there when you wanted me. I wasn't there. This is too much, Sophie. I can't take this. The surge of emotion, it's knocking me over. Steve, baby. Oh, God, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know how bad you just wanted my love. This current waves of feeling. I wanted to stop. I don't want to feel like this, like I'm helpless. Even when he died, I wasn't there. Barbara, this is tearing me apart. Oh, God, I called her a drunk. I said I hated her. I'm sinking, drowning in it. Heartache bigger than the sea, and I can't fight. There's nothing I can do except surrender. It's calm now. Oh, I feel good. Like you said, you have to surrender. To love. Surrender to love. Because in love, surrender is victory. In the bed of an ocean of emotion, they find Venus, the goddess of love. Love. All the love that's ever been. She's it. And she's enough. And everything's safe. Just knowing that. It's such a relief. Yeah. Sophie, this is bliss. My thoughts, my feelings, the water, everything's so warm and drifting and peaceful. This sea, it's like tears or like the womb. Everything comes out of the water. Everything that's alive, organisms struggling and reproducing in this rich green soup. And the whole world, every species results from that first attraction. Particles, organisms, planets, and suns. It's all about attraction. It's how everything holds together. There's that Venus sign again, the planet symbol, and those jewels set into it. It's that thing, that Kabbalah thing. Yes, the tree of life. And Venus is the only planetary symbol that completely reprises its shape. They say it's because that's the principle the entire universe is founded on. Love. You know, earlier, that rough current until we stopped fighting it, that's how my emotions always used to be. Always fighting, always reacting. I'd get scared or angry or depressed. All reactions. I hardly got time to find out what my own real feelings were. Yeah, you know, it's lighter here. It even feels lighter. We must be closer to the surface. Whoa. Damn, that was bumpy. Sophie, you okay? Yeah, not as okay as I was 2 minutes ago, but I'm good. I'm just not blissed out anymore. Me neither. God, that was a strange experience, being dragged and thrown around by moods and feelings. But maybe that's just life. Yeah, makes you wonder if we have emotions, or if emotions have us. Come on, let's head up the beach. Sure. So where next? Steve wasn't here, or in that last zone, that Mercury sphere. I guess we just have to go higher. Yeah? Well, what's higher than imagination, or intelligence, or emotion? Say, is this place changing color? It's getting darker. As for what's higher, see, there's our dreams, intellect, or feelings, and then there's the self that has dreams, has a mind, has feelings. The self is higher. It's the highest self. It's your will. It's your soul. Man, this highway goes there, right? Does it have a tarot name? Yeah. They meet the Grim Reaper in the middle of Route 24. Death? Sophie, I already died. I really don't need to go through this again. Relax. In tarot, death is just a metaphor, before progressing to the solar sphere, the highest self. It's like our lower personality, the thing we think of as us, has to die. It's all our earthly attachments, all our worldly ideas and petty emotions that are killed, so that we can change and move on. Change is like death. It's scary, but it's natural. Are you sure? I mean, look at this place. It's all cactus plants and beetles and scorpions. I guess those are just the magical plants and animals associated with this path. Honestly, Barbara, there's nothing to worry about. All this menacing imagery, like the skeleton with the scythe, it's just symbol. What? The Reaper cuts them into bloody pieces with his scythe. Down the road, they're fine. Jeez, you know, that metaphorical stuff really hurts. Yeah, sort of gets the idea across, though, doesn't it? We better be moving on. There's a way to go before morning. Next, gold. On Earth, in Malkuth, Grace and Stacia penetrate the mayor's offices, finding the demon's victims along the way. The front desk guard appears to be tormented by glowing snakes. Please help. Please, somebody, please help.
Someone has been covered in webs, and a woman's waist and legs have been turned into a large purple tentacle.
God, oh God, somebody help us. Please.
Promethea reaches the mayor's office.
Hello.
Hello. Hell, eh? 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 The mayor deploys 3 huge demonic forms to confront Promethea.
3 kings. That's rather a good hand, darling. But we both know you've got more hidden up your sleeve. I guessed right, didn't I? You got the entire howling in there. It must be beastly.
Not at all. Sonny's loving every minute. Aren't you, Sonny? There. He's speechless with joy. Now, Miss Branna, Miss Vanderveer, the Regent Asmodee to my left has a message for you. Your Infernal Highness, I am happy to be of assistance.
Grace? Jesus! Grace, is that you? Grace, Asmodeus has us. We're trapped in the kip-off of Gabura, and we can't get out. Barbara? Sophie?
The vision Asmodee shows Grace of Barbara and Sophie hasn't happened yet, because the realm they are currently in is Promethea, gold.
Everything's so still and peaceful, like just before dawn. This is beautiful.
A golden archway reads Tippereth.
This is beauty. That's what Tippereth means. Beauty, harmony. It's like the sun. It's the point of balance all the other spheres revolve around. It all goes round and round. Planets orbit the sun like the parts of us that they represent orbit our central self. We're not our bodies, thoughts, or emotions. We're the self that has those things. Then this self's our immortal part, our soul. What dies is bodies, worldly ideas, lower stuff like that. So where does the soul go? Some say we reincarnate, jump back on the wheel of karma. Is that true? Perhaps. Some believe this is heaven and that we stay here. After all, it's the highest human point in the Kabbalistic system. Others believe we merge into one eternal spirit, one self. Hold on, a highest human point? Yeah, the Tree of Life arrangement's a circle, representing the celestial, with a cross beneath it representing worldly existence. Tippereth's mankind's highest point, and God's lowest, where the two connect. This sphere is as low as God descends into, the universe? Absolute God's the highest sphere, above existence. Tippereth's God born into existence, as man, as his own son, I guess. Humanity's highest point. I can believe that. Everything here feels timeless. I think it's only our worldly minds that order events into sequences, into past, present, and future. God's eternal. We're feeling God's timelessness even down here. It's timeless and golden. Tippereth's where we encounter our holy guardian angel, our highest self. And like the visionary Emmanuel Swedenborg said, angels know nothing of time. For our highest self, every moment is eternal. On the Tree of Life, this sixth solar sphere is the self, the soul, our true will. Tippereth's part of the celestial circle. Doing our true will is doing the universe's will. Everything's so golden here. Yes, this sphere is the gold that alchemists sought. Discovering it is what magicians call the great work. Is what was written in Greek above the arch of sun god Apollo's oracle at Delphi. Know thyself. Know thyself. So that's what it meant above the archway. To really know this place that's in all of us, this, holy place. It's like a seam of pure gold inside us. Yes, it's a beautiful oasis that we revisit, a calm point at the center of things, at the burning lion's heart of us, where we find our will, our soul, where we know ourself. And this Tippereth place is our highest self, right? I knew it felt familiar. It feels like me, It's like I've been here before. Do our soul's journeys always return to the same places? It all goes round and round. It's all a circle. It's a golden circle going on forever. Sophie, what you said about this place being heaven, or where everybody merges into one soul or whatever? What about Steve? If I find him here, will he still be Steve? The Steve that I knew? Well, you'd both be your true selves here, so I guess you'll both be different. But that's okay. See, this place is beauty, and Einstein said beauty is truth. What people are here, that's the truth, the beautiful reality. Life's a dream we wake from. Here, we're who we are in our hearts. Here, we're who we are in our hearts.
Barbara and Sophie see a huge lion in the sky.
It's weird. One minute I'm filled with this incredible joy, and the next, sorrow, I guess, though I can't tell where it's coming from. I know, it's like clouds passing across the sun. That's exactly what it's like. I keep thinking the light's changing, but it's me. It's inside me. Sophie, How come there's sorrow in heaven? Well, if there weren't, it wouldn't be heaven. It'd be Disneyland. Heh, you're right. Even so, I'd expected more angels. I don't know. I keep getting this feeling like this bright information, but it's so pure it isn't about anything. It's hard to explain. I guess I just mean a sense of presence.
Sophie and Barbara find this place familiar yet scary, like being naked in your bare soul. They come upon a young girl in the forest, and Barbara knows her. Or rather, she knows Barbara.
Hey, wait a minute. Who are you? I'm a holy fucking guardian angel, brass butt. My name's Boo Boo Ramirez. Who the fuck are you? The angel Boo Boo? Oh, God. Oh, God. Sophie, it's me. When I was 15, everybody called me Boo Boo. It's... Oh, God. Hey, baby, don't cry. Who the hell are you expecting the angel to be if it ain't me? Ah, oh, jeez. You're so beautiful. And look at you. You're all strong. You don't take no crap from anybody. Hey, I'm here, okay? I've always been here. You knew that, right? Now come on. You were looking for that skinny-ass husband of yours. You know where Steve is? Nah, not exactly. The cartoon book guy thinks he's a frickin' wizard straight off the frickin' cereal box, right? My guess, he won't be satisfied here. Guys who think the wizards always gotta climb higher. Fucking macho assholes. I'm Sophie, incidentally. I'm Barbara's friend. Hey, I know who you are. I was just kidding earlier. I know everything she knows. It's just she don't know everything I know. You're okay, Sophie. The old lady here, she needs a homie like you.
So, will I meet my holy guardian angel here?
Maybe not. Maybe you're already wearing your holy guardian angel. You ever think about that? Maybe Sophie Banks' highest self right now. That's the Promethea deal you guys got going on. I trust her, Soph. She always knew what she was talking about. Yeah, maybe I did. Except with the boys. Anyway, there's more to this place than just meeting angels, baby girl. Trust me. There's all the 4 sixes and all the princes. There's the vision of harmony. There's the risen gods.
And I guess they're all a part of understanding this sphere, right?
You bet your ass. Everything here is full of meaning. Everything represents something. It's like one of them philosopher guys said just about ordinary human life and what it's like. Man walks through a forest of symbols.
Those are the 4 tarot princes, and all 4 sixes. They're allocated to this Sephiroth, right? And that in the center, that's Apollo.
That's right. God of the sun, God of music and harmony.
The tarot sixes all look so benevolent. Success, science, pleasure, victory.
I want to hear about Apollo. He's gorgeous. Well, he did a pretty fucking good job running the Aegean region all them centuries back.
What do you mean?
I mean, none of them Greek city-states made a move without consulting Apollo's oracle at Delphi, right? So there's the priestess, the Promethea. She's some teenage chick sitting there stoned, okay? And she's like on this pillar and all these fumes, yeah? Maybe hemp and stuff. She's out of it, man. She's talking all this garbage. But like, everybody takes it as instructions straight from Apollo. Boy, that must have been a disaster with some teenage stoner running things. The god Apollo. That's who was running things. So it was a progressive, enlightened, mostly pacifistic era like you'd expect. I mean, think about it. Everything works for years and years. Apollo governed things, and he did great. So, like, what's it matter if he was really there or not? You get what I'm saying?
I think so. It's like Apollo's not just the god of human enlightenment and harmony. He's the essence of those things. He's human harmony itself. Where it is, he is.
Sure, just like Aphrodite is human love, or Hermes is human communication. I mean, this ain't fucking rocket science.
What about these guys up ahead here? What are they the essences of?
These are like the risen gods. It's like the sun. It goes away every night, then in the morning it rises. It's reborn. Mr. Goodburn's here, that's Balder. Balder the Beautiful from the Northlands. He gets killed by Loki, who's the god of fucking with people. But then after Ragnarok and all that, ta-da! Balder's reborn. It's 'cause he's beauty, see? He's forever.
I heard of Balder. What about this guy? Looks like he should be selling sweet corn.
This is my man Attis. He was so cute, the goddess Cybele castrated him so nobody else could have him. Addis dies, then comes back as trees and flowers and stuff. Finally, during the famine in Pergia, Cybele revives him as a crop god. So he's a symbol of return, like the solar deities. Well, Addis is more like Dionysus here. In the Orphic myths, Zeus screws Demeter's girl Persephone. She squats out little Dionysus, okay? Zeus's old lady Hera, she hires these Titan goons to tear the wino to bits and eat him. All they leave is his heart. Athena, she gives this to a mortal woman, Semele, who eats it. 9 months later, Dionysus is reborn. Reborn like the vine he symbolizes. Who's this next one? He looks Egyptian. And morbid. All these symbols of death and decay in a place like this? All that rot? It's sort of profane. Is that the word? But, I don't know. Maybe the fact that it's here means that, well, the profane is kind of sacred too? Does that make sense? Barbara, that's really profound. Wow. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Sophie, Boo Boo, and Barbara see Jesus on the cross. The material world portion of the Tree of Life is overlaid on the cross itself, and above him, a circle of lights.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes. See, crucifixion, it wasn't just like executing somebody. It was something you do to a dog. Oh God, I can't look at it. To a dog, man. A fucking dog. It was degrading. It was humiliating. And they did it to him. To him. You get it? I understand. With thieves. Oh God, I understand. Our highest point. The best in us. The gold. And its nails writhing on the cross of the world. That's us up there, man. But even down here, at the lowest Auschwitz ass end of what humans are, and what humans do, our highest point is still here with us. There's light. Always remember that. There's light at the bottom. God, you see all the pictures and the icons, but to think he really existed. Nah, that ain't important, whether he really existed. What's important is that he exists. What he means, the symbol, that's true. That's real. That's happening right now. You know so much. I guess you'll walk with us away then split like Austin did, huh? Hey, he's some magician wanted to get in your pants. I'm your holy fucking guardian angel, dumbass. I'm with you for the duration. And how long's the duration? Depends. Yalby thinks he's a wizard. He's probably gonna try climbing the tree by the lightning bolt route, what they call the sword. What's that? Well, it's how the energy descends into the universe, into being from God. It moves down through all the spheres, from 1 to 10, from the Godhead down into physical existence in this zigzag path. Hey, everything's changing color. Yeah, this is Highway 22 coming up. Like I was saying about what magicians do, they follow the downwards lightning bolt, but backwards. This is the path cartoon book guy would probably take, from sphere 6 up to sphere 5. But if this sphere is like the highest human point, then what's above it? Well, the lowest 5 spheres, you're talking about human things. Flesh, dreams, mind, emotions, spirit. Above this 6th Sephiroth, you're looking at big universal qualities. Universal will. Universal love. And what's above that? What's above universal qualities? Let's cross that bridge when we get there, and you find out there ain't no fucking bridge. Hey, look, are those elephants? Yes, I think they're the animals sacred to... What is this 22nd path? Justice? Used to be. Aleister Crowley called it adjustment. He said the universe ain't just, but it's precise. It's precisely adjusted and balanced. So what's this next sphere? The 5th sphere? It's the sphere of Mars. It's red and it's fiery. When energy descends the tree into being, the 5th sphere is where any impurities, anything unworthy gets destroyed. This justice path leading to it sort of tells you its nature. The 5th sphere is called Gebura. That means strength and judgment.
The girls see blind Lady Justice in the stars ahead, sword in one hand, balanced scales in the other. Next, panic in Manhattan, hell on Earth, havoc in heaven, life on Mars. Malkuth.
Evil 8 and the 5 swell guys, all unconscious out front of the mayor's office. Yeah, some sort of situation in there. Looked like you better send... Hey, this Jelly Heap 2 guy's liquefying. Can we get a white back over here? Sorry, ladies, you'll have to move back. We're... Agents Ball and Bruhel, Federal Bureau of Investigation. We have an interest in what's happening here. So, all these injured science people, any of them up to answering a few questions?
Some of the 5 swell guys are pretty much recovered, like Marv here.
Marva William Hamilton, we know about you. Mr. Hamilton, I'm Karen Bruhel, FBI. We'd like you to look at some pictures, if that's no trouble.
But how is this a federal matter?
We're investigating her, the woman who just whipped you and your junior G-men. Okay, Lucille, I'll handle this. Mr. Hamilton, we know you encountered Promethea. From these photographs, could you tell us which one?
No. Wasn't any of these. I've seen this front one before, but that's not who's in there with the mayor.
I told you, it's this new one, this green-haired one, and she's got the mayor. This is war.
Promethea, life on Mars. The women walk through a fiery landscape as Boo Boo tells them they're in the 5th sphere, Gebora, meaning strength and stern judgment. Sophie notes how angry the very landscape seems, and asks Boo Boo if she knows this place well.
Hey, I'm an angel, okay? We're angry all the frickin' time. What for? What have angels got to make them angry? Well, you fucking people for about 6 billion. But forget anger, okay? That's just the stern part of what this place is all about. It's the judgment bit you gotta keep your frickin' eye on. But, I mean, Mars sort of symbolizes anger. Nah, you're thinking of Goofy, the planet of tantrums and brawls. Mars is the planet of fucking war, and that ain't about anger, it's about strategy. Cold decisions, cold judgment. Yeah, these flames ain't cold exactly. They ain't burning us neither. I guess it's like the water in that Venus place. This ain't fire, it's what fire stands for. That's right. In here, fire means will. Not human will, but the will that moves the suns and planets. Universal will. Universal fire. Yes, this place even feels sort of good. Not so much scary as exhilarating. Powerful. Yeah, but it ain't somewhere I can see my Steve visiting. Steve was so placid. Yeah, plus he was a half-assed wizard, remember? Like I say, they always take this route up to the Godhead. Why? According to Kabbalah, there's plenty of other routes they could take up the Tree of Life. It's 'cause they're a bunch of fucking show-offs, treating the Kabbalah like a fucking tourist map. They gotta do everywhere, see? Fuck, this is steep. I had to remember we ain't on a human scale anymore. I see what you mean. So this route we're on, you said it was some sort of lightning bolt path? Yeah, the energy of God crackles down into material existence through these spheres, these numbered stages. Here in Gebora, it's purged of any impurities, anything flawed, anything weak. Hell, are they the gods of this place? They are this place. This place is them. Just like it's Mars and tobacco smoke, the color red, the number 5. Gods of war and justice. Gods of strength, hammering the fucking iron into everything. I'm glad they're there. I'm glad the universe has got their power burning in it. When there's so much darkness. Yeah, all the evil there is in the world, all the stuff Prometheus is supposed to end, is so strong. Perhaps. But we're stronger. You're right. We're stronger than anything. Ladies? Barbara, when I think of all the scummy injustices hurting people, my wrath is mighty. Hey, you're talking like fucking wrestlers. It's just this place. It's Rush. No. People are starved, poisoned, and massacred. Our anger is righteous. No matter what stone evil hides beneath, I shall find it, and my fury wither it to nothing. No, don't get angry. And dark shall not prevail against my rage. Let it go. Gebora's affecting you. It's like fucking adrenaline. Remember your judgment, or you're lost.
Sophie and Barbara slip through the landscape and are lost.
Sophie? Sophie, what just happened? We were climbing that hillside, and then we got mad out of nowhere, and where the hell are we? I don't know. I'm still angry, but it's not that sort of angry horny anymore. Now it's angry scared, or someplace bad.
You're in the world of shells. You're in the black bark on the other side of the tree. You're where I live. I am the demon regent called Asmodeus.
World of shells. Oh, God. Barbara, we're in the clip-off. It's the adverse tree of life. It's like spiritual antimatter. Oh, Jesus, Sophie. We saw Asmodeus before. He didn't look like that.
I do not look like anything. I am wrathful forever in red. My hate is beetles in your womb. I will devour you.
Yeah! Oh, no! Stop crawling inside me! Oh, you fat, stupid bitch! Oh, please, don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Bragging in your anger, pissing in your wretchedness.
I hate myself, fat old woman. I hate myself so much. Get off. Let go or I'll kill you. Get off of me.
Scorn her mother. Ignore her husband. Ugly and worthless. Squirming in muck.
Oh, no. Oh, Barbara, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm just trash. That's all I am. I'm just trash. You let me down. You said you knew all about magic and you let us into this, you ignorant little bitch.
Yes, Sophie hurt everyone.
I didn't. I didn't hurt anybody. What are you doing to us? What am I saying? You only came here to help me. I called you a bitch.
Sophie hurt everyone. Tricked Grace. Tricked Stacia. They're suffering right now.
I didn't trick them. They're not suffering. You're lying. You're lying about all of this. You're not even Asmodeus. He had 3 heads and rode a dragon.
Demons cannot lie. We are more than one identity, more than one place. As for your friends, see.
Sophie and Barbara are shown a vision of Grace facing the mayor.
Grace? Jesus, Grace, is that you? Grace, Asmodeus has us. We're trapped in the clip-off of Deborah and can't get out. We're... Barbara? Sophie? Darlings, I can hardly hear you. Tell me you're all right.
Our self in the scarlet place has broken contact. A pity. Now you can't watch your comrades being tortured in hell. We know what you're thinking. You're thinking that was an illusion to demoralize me. They're lying. Except we can't lie.
You stinking little disease. All you've done is anger me. Has it occurred to you that I can banish you by simply killing your host body?
Has it occurred to you that might be what we want? The death of a blameless, mentally ill man.
I
seem to have something stuck in my mouth. Ugh. There. You know what they say. Better out than in.
Ah!
The mayor vomits his demons at Grace, who recoils in disgust.
Smelly little monsters.
She hacks at them with her sword.
Solomon, the gangster who conjured you, he died before you could be banished. That's why you're all still here, isn't it?
Something like that. Perhaps you could try banishing us with that impressive ritual sword. Alternatively, you could just keep slashing at us with it. A sharp lump of metal against the eternal evil within mankind. You never know. It might work.
Grace throws her sword away.
You know, darling, you're absolutely right. How silly of me to think I need a sword against you, when all I need is the intelligence it symbolizes. Let's start with demons. Just what are you psychotic little weevils? I mean, really.
We are hell. We are that which delights in the ruin of humanity.
I'm sure you are, Puppet. And you're the eternal evil within mankind, didn't you say? It's the within part that interests me. You're part of us somehow, aren't you?
Huh. Even assuming that's true, we're clearly a part of you you can't control.
No, we can't. Not until we stop pretending that you're some force outside us, causing all the harm in the world. Not until we're prepared to own you.
Own us? What does she... Ah!
Grace picks up one of the demons. Owning you, darling. It's the opposite of disowning you, pretending you're not part of us. You, for example, Vepar. You cause turbulence. You kill men cruelly. I've done that. I accept you, Vepar. I own you.
No, don't...
Grace eats the demon. Ugh. Not very palatable or easy to swallow, but then the worst bits of us never are they, dear hearts? Well, who's entree?
Eat you. Asmodee will eat you now.
Where's Grace? She was surrounded by devils, then the picture vanished. She's dead, isn't she? Grace, Stacia, they're both dead. Sophie, it's this thing. It's chewing on our emotions. God, I hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill this fucking thing once and for all. No, Barbara, you were right. It eats emotion, and I think it likes anger best. Sophie, it's scum. Demons, they're fucking scum. They're filth. No, Barbara. No hate. No fear. No anger. It just chews that stuff up and feeds it back to us. Lord Asmodeus, we've trespassed here and treated you without respect. Forgive us.
That's better. In fact, that's much better.
Sophie? He's...
Asmodeus appears to them in human form.
Human? But of course.
Approach us with fear, with hatred and revulsion, and we will be fearsome, hateful, and vile. Approach us humanely and with respect, and we will be human and respectable.
You reflect us somehow, don't you?
Very much so. We're much closer to you than the gods, for example. The motives of gods are unfathomable, whereas we demons rage and cheat and bellow. We're like you.
What about love? Can you love?
Yes, in our way. In ancient Persia, I loved a human princess. Afraid of me, however, she married a mortal. I killed him on their wedding night, and the next husband, and the next 7 in all. 7 tombs for 7 grooms. The story is in the biblical apocrypha, in the book of Tobit. I imagine it's how I came to be associated with anger and wrath.
Anger is Grace's weakness, the woman you showed us. Is she okay?
Oh yes, she finally learned how to swallow her anger, along with everything else.
The demonic transformations seem to be fading, and the woman whose legs were a tentacle is back to normal.
My legs. They turned me into a slug. Everybody's in shock. And the number 2 on the wall, I think those are demon signatures. Yeah, this is some fancy shit. Karen, the mayor's office is ahead. Let's check it out. Are they gone? Are the nasty monsters all gone away?
Bedad, and weren't they some devils now?
Look, there she is. She's getting away. Okay, lady, freeze. Agent Ball and Bruel, FBI. We want to ask you some questions about Dennis Drucker.
Grace leaps out the window, evading the FBI.
Damn.
And so you see, once she'd eaten all the demons, including me, she just flew away.
Good. I'm glad Grace and Stacy are okay. But how can Asmodeus be there and here at once? And where's here anyway? What's a clip-off?
Like gods or angels, or humans for that matter, demons have many identities. We are legion. The clip-offs are generally understood as hells, although the word means husks or shells. It's what remains once the sacred energy in things has departed. The sacred energy is meaning. When the meaning in a thing moves on, that thing becomes a husk. Beauty without meaning becomes hollow pride. Stern judgment without the judgment becomes empty rage, becomes a husk, a shell, a quip-off. becomes me.
If clip-offs are husks left when good departs, does that mean evil isn't a real thing in itself? It's just an absence of good, like dark's an absence of light?
Naturally. Am I evil? In antique Persia, did I not love?
Killing 70 of girlfriend's fiancés and sending them nuts isn't called love. It's called stalking. They finally drove me to Egypt by burning incense and fish livers. He tell you that? Boo Boo finds the Prometheus and guides them back, bidding a fond farewell to Asmodee. Back in Gabora, they travel on, and Boo Boo tells them that strength isn't only used for fighting, but also for lust, and the tarot path they now walk to leave the realm is both strength and lust.
I understand. This path tarot name was strength, then Crowley changed it to lust.
That broad riding the lion looks pretty wild. What's she supposed to symbolize? She just advertising Rolling Rock or something. Heh, nah, she's got two meanings. See, this path connects Sphere 5, strength, with Sphere 4, mercy. Considered one way, she's some drunk hoe riding a frickin' lion. It's strength, but it's amoral. Considered another, that cup means compassion. She's tempering judgment with mercy. It's where we're headed, girlfriends. Straight to mercy. Straight into the blue.
Next, Fatherland. The Immateria, off Route 32, district of Stacia Vandeveer's mind.
So, how did you feel after reading all those demons? I thought I was gonna hurl.
To be honest, sweetie, I feel absolutely smashing. Incidentally, aren't these rooms nice?
Yeah, kinda. Are these the rooms you had back in the 20s or whenever?
More a fanciful memory, really. It's the apartment I couldn't afford. Regarding those demons, all we did was accept them as parts of us, you know. I imagine that's why I'm feeling so marvelous. It's very empowering, don't you think? When we finally face up to what we are.
I'm sort of worried about Sophie. That vision we saw?
Oh, I'm sure she and Barbara escaped their predicament just swimmingly. At most, Sophie's quest will be delayed a little. Frankly, she can stay away as long as she likes. I'm rather enjoying our little partnership. Just like you are.
Oh, golly.
Malkuth, New York City. As Stacia sleeps, in her mind she and Grace have become lovers. Chesed. Promethea, Fatherland. Boo Boo the Angel leads Barbara and Sophie on a flight through a cloudy sky to a high platform.
God, it's blue. I feel rich just looking at it. I feel like, I don't know, like I've arrived. Yeah, or that I've come home or something, but it's all cloudy and vaporous.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get that the higher you climb the tree. There ain't much fucking form once you get up past hard. It's like the further up you go, the less there is to see, and the more there is to feel and understand.
I can't imagine much that's higher than this. This is the fourth sphere, right? Chesed, there on the arch above the Jupiter symbol. I think it means mercy.
You know, I just worked out why this place feels like home. It's that smell, like when my dad is planing wood. That's the cedar incense they burn here. Plus, you know, this is a kind of fatherly type place.
You're right. Despite everything being made from cloud, it all feels solid and reassuring, like it would protect you.
Sure, it's like a dad, only it's Daddy Warbucks, somebody rich and successful. Yeah, it's pretty fucking patrician, alright, and being the fourth sphere, you can bet it's 4 square fucking solid, too. See, 4, that's like the minimum number of points you need to define a solid 3-dimensional object, say a pyramid. When the energy of God pours down into being, this is the first place it truly materializes. We're right at the top of the fucking universe, where everything's born into existence, and it's this place that nurtures and protects it. This is the sheltering sky.
They pass Indra's net. The Hindu sky god has an infinite network of shining beads, with each and every one reflecting the whole, because every bead reflects the beads next to them. It is the model of reality, and corresponds with how holograms work, just like the tree of life reflects the maps inside us as well as outside. This is what is meant by as above, so below. On all levels, existence reflects itself.
And all these different levels, There's somehow levels of ourselves, right? Demons, angels, gods. Yeah, you said demons were a part of us, and, like, you're my guardian angel, so you're a part of me. Sure, demons are just your lowest drives getting out of hand, when they should be working for you. Us angels, we're your highest drives. As for the deities, maybe they're part of you, maybe you're a fallen part of them, but it don't matter. Everything's part of God. So existence is all one thing? Everything in it. We're all part of some big, I don't know, some vast flock? Some immense organism? I like that. Makes me feel like I'm included. Like everyone's included. Yeah, and loved, and forgiven. This is bigger than the love people have for each other. This is the unconditional love of the universe for its children, for itself. And here in this rich blue, wealthy with stars, here's where you feel it, where you know it. That mercy, that vision of love. You know, this fucking universe, it really tries its fucking hardest for us. My dad, he worked on a farm. He said, sure, sometimes animals died, but the farmers had cared. They tried their best, you know? It's like we all have to protect everything, because it's all precious. It's all us. Yeah, that's Chesed. That's Jupiter. You getting the idea? Existence loves us. If it could, it'd stop a bullet for us. And it worked fucking hard to put bread on the table for us and to keep a fucking sky over our heads. And it does that because it's a father, and because that's what fathers do.
Aye, that is what fathers do. Well, girl, have you forgotten me? I said that we would meet each other in the western lands.
Huh? Who's that? Do I know that guy? I'm not sure. There's something familiar about him, but... Oh, great gods! What? Who the hell is he? How come I don't know him?
Because, bright one, this is the magic of a man, and not that of angels. Oh, child, let me look at you.
I remember. You're the one who sent me into the desert. You're my... Oh, Father. Oh, Father, I've missed you so much.
There, dry your eyes. We are together again. We have always been together, my love, my daughter. Always.
Have we? Have we truly? These long, strange centuries that I've lived this life, I felt we were apart. Now I know you. The original Promethea, the little girl. Your father.
All parents must at last send their children out into the desert, praying that the gods find them before the wolves. But I was always with you. My heart walked ever at your side. And I know you, Barbara Ramirez, who is Barbara Shelley. You are one of the worthy vessels that has borne my treasure down the centuries. And dear Sophia beside me, she bears it now. Both of you have my love, my gratitude. If your souls should survive the trial that waits ahead, then you shall learn much of Promethea, of my daughter's truest nature. But know this, she shall not be with you in that trial.
Father, what do you mean? Sophie, I have to be with Barbara.
And so shall Barbara be with Sophia. But my daughter Promethea, she must abide with me a while.
Huh? What's he talking about? Shush, I think I see where he's going with this.
Aye, Angel Barbara Ramirez. You understand because you know the painful duty you yourself must soon now undertake. Sophia, it is time for you to give my daughter up to me. If you survive the wastelands, you shall meet with her again. Until then, we have much to speak of, she and I.
Father, what are you doing? I feel so strange. Ah!
I am gathering you up, my child, as once I did when you were small. I am gathering you up into my arms.
Sophie, what's happening? Leave it, baby doll. He knows what he's doing.
Promethea's father separates Promethea from Sophie. There, now all is as it must be. My child and I are reunited, and Sophia is now ready for her test.
Oh, oh God. Test? What test? Sophie, sweetheart, you okay?
She is as she was. She is without her angel, just as your own shall surely leave you at the precipice ahead. If your leap be true, you shall regain these treasures on its furthest shore. My child and I must leave you here. Goodbye, kind women. Goodbye, and fare you well.
Hey, wait, I don't get any of this. Come back. Bob, forget it, okay? He's doing what he has to. It's something we need to talk about. How about you, kid? Not feeling so good? Jeez, I don't know. I feel like I lost something. What's going on? Why did he take Promethea away? Look, he's a dad. He ain't seen her in 1,600 years. I guess he wants quality time. Plus, it's what he said about the precipice. That's what we gotta talk about. He said something about you. He said you'd be leaving me. There's somebody else just up ahead. I don't recognize this guy at all. Me neither.
Man, this is like city transport. You're gonna wait forever for a beautiful woman, and 3 gonna show up at once.
Oh, listen to him. Don't he talk fine? Who the hell are you, man?
My name is Juan Felipe Estrada, and... Oh, fuck me. You an angel? Man, this is some holy shit we up to here. I climbed up here. Someone told me this is where I was gonna meet my little girl. She one of you? Sophie Bangs?
That's me. But, wait a minute. Did you say Juan? Oh, shit. You're Sophie? Oh, shit. Look at you. You're beautiful. Oh, shit. I don't believe this. Baby, I thought I fucked everything up, but look at you. You're... Oh, God. But my mom said when she was pregnant you just split. She never saw you again. Oh, jeez. He's Sophie's dad.
Yeah, Patricia, she's still alive, right? Just like you. You're still alive too, huh? Baby, what happened? I was dealing coke. I never wanted your mom to know. When she got pregnant, I decided to quit. Guys I was with, they thought I was gonna inform. Popped a slug in my head. Dumped me in the East River.
Dad. Oh, God, Dad. I'm gonna cry. I don't know what to say.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. I've been climbing since I died, just to get here, just to see you and tell you I loved you. I guess you gotta leave on your quest or whatever. This is such big stuff you're into. So fucking proud of you.
Yeah, Bob, look, I'm sorry, this is why I gotta leave you too. But, Dad, and we just found you.
Yeah, when you get back from this in one piece, you're gonna know how to find me again. I love you, baby, more than anything.
Boo-boo, you quitting on me? But I mean, you're my holy guardian angel. That's right. And when you're going, even your holy guardian angel abandoned you. I'm sorry. That's just how it is.
Sophie, I love you, girl. If you get back home, tell your mom I always loved her, too. Good luck, sweetheart.
Yeah, good luck in the abyss, both of you. Come on, Guy. I'll walk with you. We can take the hermit path back to Tippereth. Dad, wait. Daddy, I love you. Come on, Sophie, leave it. Get out of here. I feel bereaved. I guess that's why her father took Promethea away from me. I guess it's part of this abyss thing, being alone. What, alone so your guardian angel dumped you? What is it about this abyss place? Even angels don't want to go down there. I mean, what's the problem? Are they too lazy? Proud? High and mighty?
The path is gone, and the women stand at the edge of a vast abyss filled with nothing but darkness, clouds, and lightning.
Frightening. Oh, Jesus. Sophie, where's the thing? The tarot path that takes us up to Sphere 3. There isn't one. The bridge is down. I think we're supposed to jump. This is the edge of existence, Barbara. This is as far as everything goes. We jump into nothing? That's what magicians do? That's what Steve did? Sophie, I have to do this to find Steve. You don't. You can turn back. Not and live with myself. We'll do this together. Come on, hold my hand. Oh, Jesus, Sophie, this is stupid. This is like Thelma and Louise, only dead. Don't make me laugh. Are we really gonna do this? Are we? Are we gonna...
They jump into the abyss. Next, the stars are but thistles. There is no other side, just endless falling, minutes of it, hours, waiting for impact that will never come. After just 10 minutes, too hoarse, too emotionally exhausted now to even scream. 3 hours later, there comes blackout, comes unconsciousness. There comes awakening. Falling was a dream, and the reality is this fluorescent desert. Barren eeriness extends to the horizon, if there is one. Nothing for it but to walk without direction for perhaps a sunless day until, at last, despairing sleep. And falling. And falling. Obviously the desert had been only fantasy, the compensation clutched at by minds desperate to escape plummeting horror. This time, more accustomed, passing out takes longer. Only after several hours of weeping into slipstream do the eyes close. Opening to the cold slap of Whitecap, suddenly remembering the cliff-top leap into the dark great sea. All else, the plunge, the wasteland, was hallucination born of icy water and fatigue. Swim on, struggle to stay afloat, awake, not slip into unconsciousness. And falling, falling. Falling.
Ah! Oh, God. Dreaming. I was dreaming again. Or else this is... We were still falling, weren't we? Yeah. Come on. Let's keep moving.
Promethea. The stars are but thistles.
Barbara, there's no point. We're not going anywhere. We're lost. God help me. I wish I was dead. I'm already dead. I just wish I'd never been born. Look at this place. It's horrible. These radioactive weeds, these busted up paving slabs. They're not paving slabs, just rocks. Some accident in how they look. We jumped over the edge of everything. There's no pathways out here. Well, couldn't there once have been a path or something? That looks like one of them highway markers. God, you're right. It does. It's so corroded you can't read it anymore. I don't understand. In all Jack Faust's books, it says there's no path across from the fourth sphere. I can see something up ahead. It's almost as if there used to be a path here, like you said. But, I mean, tarot paths aren't just roadways. They're the connections of our souls. What can have happened to it? Sophie, you better come look at this. What does it say? He fa? He ear? I can't make it out.
Barbara directs Sophie to a huge statue, corroded so badly you can't tell what it was.
The beggar. The statue looks like it used to be a beggar, but there's no such tarot card. Barbara, we're right off the map here. I thought you said this Kabbalah business was a map of everything. It is, but here, the abyss, there's just sort of a gap. The beggar. It has to mean something. Or, I don't know. Maybe it meant something once, but doesn't anymore. All I can remember with beggars is old stories where kings and gods and stuff disguise themselves. Yeah, when they want to enter the ordinary human world or something. I guess this abyss is where God's energy enters the universe from. So, let me see. There's just Sphere 4, then this abyss thing, then Sphere 3 on the other side? There's nothing in between? Well, some books mention something called the false Sephiroth or the invisible Sephiroth. It looked hard, so I skipped it. Actually, thinking about it, that was probably a mistake. What is this place?
They cross under a ruined archway with faded lettering, and the remains of what might once have been a great building.
I don't think it is a place. Not anymore. It's like whatever was here just, I don't know, collapsed or something. these spheres are whole states of being, right? How could one collapse? I don't know. I think that says Doth over the arch. Doth? What, like Darth Vader? I think it's a Hebrew word that means knowledge. It's... Ah! What's that? What's what? There was some scuttling thing ran behind that masonry. It was like this day-glow centipede. Hey, that's it. Day-glow. This place is sort of colored like blacklight. Maybe invisible Sephiroth means ultraviolet? Hey, I see somebody. You're right. It's somebody on a camel. And they're on some sort of path through these ruins. Hey you, wait up!
They encounter a female version of Aleister Crowley riding a camel. He is following the priestess path, which transformed one from male to female, and he is leaving a trail of V's in the sand.
V, 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 V. I think I heard that before somewhere. God, was that fucked up or what? Hey, why can't we follow that priestess path like she's doing? It's gotta be this goddamn place. Because Route 13 heads up to Sphere 1, Kether, the Crown, and that's not where we're going. We're following Steve, and Boo Boo thought he'd have headed across this abyss to Sphere 3. Besides, I want to look at these ruins. You know, I really miss Boo Boo. It's like I got this hole in me where she's not. Yeah, I feel the same about Promethea. Hey, look at this carving of the planets. There's an extra one between Mars and Jupiter. That'd be where the asteroid belt is now. Do you think it's the planet that what represented this sphere? That they both got destroyed? I don't know. I'm just afraid that we're... Oh, shit! Oh, that's fucking gross! What was it? Was it another of those centipede things? It was more like a jellyfish, or, I don't know, some animal that never existed. It was like some H.P. Lovecraft pulled out of his nose. Maybe they're the animals of this place. And it's like with that extra planet. The things that symbolize this place don't really exist anymore. What about that over there? Is that this place's number? I guess so. Sephiroth means number, so even if this place is a false Sephiroth, it should have a number. This looks like an 11, and I think some people call Doth the 11th Sephiroth. What, 11 comes between 3 and 4? Yeah, that seems wrong, doesn't it? Sphere 3 on one side of the abyss, Sphere 4 on the other, and 11 between them. But then there isn't a number between 3 and 4. I guess anything would sound wrong. What about pi? Pi? But, pi can't ever be calculated exactly, so it's not even a real number. Well, then that makes it a false number, right? A false Sephiroth. Plus, it's between 3 and 4. Ain't it 3.17 something? God, you're right. And if you knock the top crossbar off the pi symbol, it's that 11 we saw. And because calculating pi goes on forever, I guess that, like the abyss, it's sort of bottomless. Huh? Jesus, Sophie, look out!
Barbara stops Sophie from going over the edge into a bottomless pit filled with strange glowing entities resembling deep-sea creatures, and other less recognizable forms. They have to go around the hole in existence, which might lead to the other side of the tree, or simply to nowhere at all. Barbara feels like it's a hole through her. They find a massive black tower, twisted and leaning, and another version of Austin Spare waiting to greet travelers.
Austin Spare, it is. It's you. God, you're so much younger. You look beautiful.
Of this I know nothing. Of this nothing may be said.
He said he wouldn't know us if we met again. Mr. Spare, we're pilgrims. Can you tell us where we are?
We are not in non-existence, neither are we in that existence which is God, neither that which is not God. This is the Tower of the Adepts, the Black Brothers, and it is at Doth. No light is here emitted.
Sophie, I don't like this. This ain't like the other places we've been. They all made sense. I think that if Doth means knowledge, it's a kind of knowledge that's beyond sense. Mr. Spare, can you tell us about Doth? How did it get like this?
Doth, in the great beginning, was a Sephiroth as true as any. Paths led to and from it, both the beggar and the fountain. Then the tree was of a whole. God was not separated from God's universe. Now came the fall. Now came the cataclysm. The lightning energies of God descending, overwhelming the structure of existence. Its lowest spheres were broken from the three divine supernals. Where Darth had been was now a dreadful absence, was a marvelous crack in everything.
Oh, Jesus. You mean the whole universe? All of existence? It broke in half? We're living in a broken cosmos because of this fall, this disastrous accident.
The three heads of God were sundered from existence. Who shall say that this was accident? And likewise, who shall say that accidents be not but arabesques within some wider figure? Of this, nothing is known.
But Darth means knowledge, doesn't it? How can knowledge be symbolized by a barren place like this?
Like its shattered planet or its unseen color, Darth is that knowledge knowable only by its absence. It is the neither. It is that knowledge here pursued by the Black Brothers in the Tower of the Adepts. No light is here emitted. Fare you well, sisters.
Huh. Well, if he was embarrassed about running into an old one-night stand, he only had to say. I don't think you should take it personally. That wasn't the same Austin Spare you had your fling with. This one was in some whole other space. Yeah, well, I didn't understand any of it. Yeah, to be honest, most of what he said, I was lost. I guess that's the abyss. We're intellectually lost, emotionally lost, spiritually lost. At least we're headed the right way. There's another ruined pathway. You're right. Another unreadable highway marker. This must be one of those two paths that Spare mentioned that led to and from Doth before the whole system collapsed. I guess only these faint traces remain. The beggar led from Chesed to Doth, so this must be the path leading from Doth up to the third sphere, Bina. I think Spare mentioned its name. Yeah, he did. It's the fountain.
Barbara and Sophie see a huge fountain with three crumbling figures in it.
Wow. I wonder what it used to mean.
Waters breaking. Waters breaking in the womb. Waters of the great sea breaking on the shores of Bina, our Black Mother.
Barb? Are you okay? What just happened? What did I say? I had this lump in my throat. You said something about waters breaking, and your voice, it didn't sound like you. Jesus, I'm scared. It was like I wasn't there, like I was just a speaking tube or something. A hollow reed. I think I read that this sphere corresponds to the throat chakra. That's sort of a speaking tube. Holy God. Sophie, I'm telling you, I can't take much more of this place. Come and look.
Kronzon, the god of this place, is the god of chaos and destruction, or simply is chaos and destruction, and he crashes across Barbara and Sophie like a tidal wave.
Ah! Sophie! Help me! I can't! Oh God, this wind! It's tearing me to... Sophie! Ah! No, I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
They are torn to pieces by its energy.
Still alive.
And falling. Nothing else, none of the rest was true, save this interminable drop. Eventually, hours, centuries, comes merciful unconsciousness, and...
Oh no! Oh, not this again, Sophie! I'm gonna go mad! Is this it? Is it what we do forever? We just fall or swim, stumble through that nightmare desert? Barbara, I think my foot, it just touched bottom. Yeah, oh, you're right. Does this mean we made it? We got across the abyss? I think so. Let's head up this black beach, see if there's anything that we recognize.
They have reached the sphere of Bina. Next, the wine of her fornications. Malkuth, the painted doll, has been laying low, but he and he alone has found the operator of Jellyhead.
So, you're Jellyhead. Good name. Quite prophetic, as it turns out.
Oh, God. Oh, Mother. Now why do so many of them say that, eh? Why, oh mother?
Promethea, the wine of her fornications.
This feels like church somehow. That perfumed honey scent, that's myrrh. And this archway, it's as if I've been through it before. Yeah, me too. Only I think I was coming the other way. Barbara, this is holy. This is so holy. I know. Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of Pearl. Holy Hole. Sophie, I feel strange. Why are we whispering? I don't know. It's just so silent here. Barbara, this third Sephiroth, this is God. This is God's third head. That's where we are. I mean, God. This is it. This is her. And she knows us. You feel that? God knows who we are. She doesn't hate us. Oh, Sophie, come and look at this.
Sophie finds her Promethea garb, but transformed. She can feel that it's hers, though. Promethea moths greet them in this place where women are the sacred creatures, represented by the planet Saturn. Donning her costume, Sophie becomes her Promethea again.
Promethea, you're back. Yes, I think I am. Come on, let's keep walking while I try to understand all this. Are you still Sophie? Yes, I am. But the Promethea part of me, I've been with my father. It was wonderful. It seemed to go on forever, and he told me so many things. What did he say? He said I'd be different once I'd climbed the tree, and he said I'd always be able to talk with him. And he said we'd meet our mother here. Our mother? What, you mean Promethea's mother? I think so. He wasn't really talking with words. He said that in Bina, in this black third sphere, sacred to Saturn, here's where we'd find her. Bina's the highest female sphere. The word means understanding. How that's different from Doth, which means knowledge, or Chakma, meaning wisdom, I'm not sure. Perhaps it's like... Sophie, wait, look up ahead, in the blackness.
A robed man greets them, surrounded by heads in radiant circles. He puts a finger to his lips and speaks to them with his mind. We are the powerhouse. We are the benevolent adepts, the Illuminati.
John D. You're Dr. John D. Saw you in Hod, but younger, and these are thoughts? Sophie, what? Was that you or me? I'm confused.
Come with me.
Dr. D, sir, this is Sophia. What are you and the other adepts doing here at the third sphere?
Know, child, that here is understanding. That was the all of what we sought, and so we crave no higher place. For my part, I communed with angels told of in the book of Enoch, Hebrew adept sacred to this third domain. In this third realm, form becomes possible. The number 1 suggests a single point. With 2 points, we may describe a line. With 3 points, we may enclose a space in 2 dimensions. We may plot a triangle. Seen thus, the triangle is symbol to the element of water. It is here at Bina that all water, all compassion, has its origin. At Bina is the cup that overfloweth.
You mentioned the biblical book of Enoch and the angels it speaks of. Did they truly teach you their language? The Enochian language?
Aye, it was dictated by the spirits in my scrying glass, as too were shewn the tables that map all existence. Boards of 12 squares by 13, being altogether 156, and on each square were symbols. Viewed from o'erhead, each square appeareth like unto a ziggurat with flattened summit, all arrayed in rows, a mighty township. Behold ye this, daughters of understanding. Behold the city of the pyramids. D shows them the arrayed pyramids, all topped with magical adepts who reside in this place, forever burning in ecstasy. Beyond and above them they see Babylon, a huge, majestic woman surrounded by serpents. Know me, worship me, swollen with passion, where are the saints grown mad upon the sweet foam of my bosom. Scorn me, for the end of things is as stern fire about my loins, that glisten, damp with sacrifice. Enter me wantonly, when am I like the drag of brothels, be consumed by me, burn in me.
Oh, no. Oh, God, what's she saying? She's us. Sophie, she's us.
About the markets of the world I am sent bare, until the worst of creatures may lie down with me. Though wretched and with sores, they shall not be refused. The mead of many rapes is sanctified in me, and is made holy as the stars, for I am understanding.
I don't want to know. I don't want to hear any more. It's raining. It's raining light in my head. Ah!
Whereby they that drink the filth of my adultery shall be made clean. For that which fouls me is the joy of paradise. The seed of wisdom runneth from my womb. See, I am couched with beasts, that monsters of the primitive and formless chaos shall know me. I am she no earthly man nor woman may embrace, that yet is whore to all. Have I not fallen in thy sight? Hast thou not spat upon my name?
When I understood sex, and then when I thought about my parents, I walked in. I walked in on Trish and her boyfriend screwing, and I thought, oh God.
Hast thou not hated me? Hast thou not called me harlot, that endures thy father's infinite desires, and plundered every moment from her birth? Then know me. In my nakedness I am called Revelation.
Oh God, oh Holy Mother.
In the calculation of the Hebrews shall my name be numbered 6 and 50 and 100. Then am I the world's destruction. Then am I that understanding wherein all things are concluded. Am I Babylon? Yet in my mourning I am sweet and touched by none. My breath is kindness, and my milk a solace of angels.
Barbara? Barbara, look, she's changing. You're right, No, she isn't changing exactly. What is that?
She changes not. 'Tis but thine eye alone is changed, with comprehension. Then am I the world's ease, and my breast its comfort, whence the Greeks shall calculate my name according to their number as 6 and 50 and 100. Then am I the font of pity without end.
Oh.
Am I Marie? Girded with clouds and covered with the firmament, am I made queen of heaven.
The whore and the Madonna, they're both, they're...
In my compassion have I not stooped low, so that my aspect is cast down? Behold, I am the Sheikah, I am the bride, and on the world's streets ragged go I, and reviled. In me there has descended the Sophia, that is wisdom's female face.
Sophia? But that's my... No, it has to just be a coincidence. You, Soph, it's you she's talking to.
That understanding is poured out like unto blood from me. Like noble wine, mine essence runneth down into the earth, and therein is degraded and made bitter. Yet it giveth succor unto all things. Mother am I, that sways the great dark cradle of the night. Then am I Isis, am I Hecate, am I Selene. Black am I, like to the hidden moon, or as a womb. I taketh in, and I receive. Virgin am I to they that know me not, and whore am I to they that know me. Then am I scarlet, and made fertile, that my passion is a great annihilating fire that none may look upon. Then am I Babylon. And further yet am I sunk down into the world itself. Then am I Mary, that conceals her child from Herod. Am I Isis, that conceals her child from Set. And further yet am I degraded. Then am I the scarlet woman, mistress to the beast called Crowley. Leah Hersig,
prostituted in the Paris streets, my star gouged in her breast. Thus does the mother go a harlot in the world. And this is the vision of sorrow. Yet is that understanding by another means decanted also, as the fiery mead of spirit does it flow, that is not in its downward path corrupted. Fire of heaven is this nectar, that not in earth be soiled, nor quenched. A burning moon foam, then shall this true blood, this sangreal, be carried down upon a mighty chariot. In its red vintage is distilled the moment of my dreadful understanding, unexpressed, that cometh privately in dark and silence. That is called apocalypse. Then is ignited my affection and made hot. Then am I strength that straddles lions, and drunken on the juice of mine own flames. Am I the concubine of revelation, known and mounted with her beast, whose number is a man? Revealed to all man, then, is my inspiration come into the earth a child. And is that child became a tale that strikes fire in the heart? And is that fire became a blaze, where in my time man's world must be consumed? In thy name? Then you're the Promethea who oversees the world's end. Name for the moth of Saturn, where am I exalted, is she called Promethea. From understanding spilled as wisdom is she called Sophia. And this is the vision of compassion. Pass on, daughters of understanding, robed in mercy, strong in judgment. Harmony art thou, and victory. From splendor is thy radiance in the foundation, whence shall the kingdom be inflamed. Pass on from comprehension to that which be understood, from silence to the word that comes before. Pass on, pass from the womb of forming unto that which be inchoate. Pass from water unto fire, unto the highest. I almost get it, you know. It's like with understanding, you get sorrow, and with sorrow, you get compassion.
Aye, and you, sweet spirits, are her tears that water all the earth and make it fruitful.
I'm still trying to take this in, this responsibility. It's as if what I am, what I have to do, it's as if it was all set out even before my mom named me.
Before thou wert conceived, child, is it not most fearsome and most marvelous? Like you, I was afraid when first the angels told the dreadful things that I should do, and yet I did them.
But to understand that I'm going to preside over the end of everything.
Nay, not everything, but only that tawdry and low theatre that is called the world of man. Now must ye hasten on towards thy destinies, whate'er they be. The path of Daleth, that is like a door, awaits thee.
And that's the path that leads to Sphere too, right? Maybe that's where I'll find Steve.
Mayhap, but it is here that I must take my leave of thee upon the 14th highway, where abides the Empress. Fare you well, good wives. Say nothing, and thou take thy leave of silence.
Hey, we're talking again. Out loud. Yes, Barbara, I feel so different. It's like in every new place, I'm a new person. What about you? Your holy guardian angel didn't return after the abyss like you were promised. The hell she didn't. Boo-boo? Yeah, I just had to remember myself is all. Inside, I was always this fucking gorgeous. My ass was always this great. And I never cared shit for nothing but doing right. You know, this path is fucking beautiful, man. Didn't he say this path was the Empress? How come we don't see her? I think this greenery is her. Mother Nature, that's the Empress. Endless fertility. It's this path that first connects the highest female force with the male, fertilizing her. On a first date? Boy, she really is a big whore.
Next, et in Arcadia ego. The FBI agents tracking Promethea interrogate the SME, which has somewhat reformed itself, though it is unstable. It gives them the name Henry Royce, though. Meanwhile, in other news...
Thanks for your help, Agent Hansard. Me and Lucille will check out this Henry Royce.
A suburban homicide intrigues New York's 5 swell guys.
My pleasure. You take care now, Agent Brewell.
I'm at the house in Queens, where multiple bodies are being removed, not all of them human. I've got swell guy Marvel Hamilton with me here. Marv, can you tell us what's happening?
Well, it's complicated. The resident here, Bruno Smiliak, would seem to have been the mastermind behind Scienceville and Jellyhead, whose inert bodies you see. The hollow point bullet that killed Mr. Smiliak, however, looked like it came from the supposedly dead painted doll. But Marv, even if the doll was still alive, why would he return to kill this one minor science villain? That we don't know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to the investigation. Okay, Marv, thanks for your time. This is Hal Schnaps returning you to the studio.
Baby, down, down I go. Round and round I go. In a spin. One to the spin I'm in. One to the... Oh, customer. Here. Let me turn this crap off.
Thanks, Hal. Now, news just in concerning the resignation of Mayor Sonny Baskerville.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Wait a minute. I know you. You were the squeaky kid in the library with Sophie that one time.
Uh-huh. And you were the kitty fiddler with the bad teeth. You still are. Me, on the other hand, I got promoted. I'm the new Promethea while Sophie's away. Promethea is what I call, my sacred identity.
Oh, I get it. You came to me like Sophie did, hoping I can serve you up a little, magical instruction. Well, first off, it's important to understand the magical symbol of the wand, which represents... what the heck, it's better if I just show you. Stacia transforms into Promethea and hits Jack with lightning. Jesus, I'm an old man. You could have killed me.
Yes, well, don't change into clean underwear just yet, darling. I still might. You know, in the 20s, magicians still had style. Turbans, tuxedos, and tarts and tiaras. Smashing times. Now it's all sigils, stubble, and self-abuse, apparently. You can still actually do proper magic, I assume.
Don't push me, lady. What do you want?
I want you to do some scrying for me. I want you to tell me where Sophie is in the immateria and when she'll be coming home.
Yeah? And why do you want to know?
I just do. Now, do you have a scrying glass, or does everyone search on the net these days?
I got a quartz crystal. Ed Kelly himself never used better. Now, let me see. I don't know. I'm looking to see Sophie, but what I'm getting, it's hard to tell. All I see is gray. Promethea, et in Arcadia ego.
Oh, Sophie, it's all shining, and the rainbow dew. I feel like jewels. I love this. I fucking love this. And I love you. Just for existing, I love you. Oh, Barbara, this is so beautiful. Yeah, in this Eden humidity, I can feel my soul on fire, white wings spreading out, opal at the feather tips. Oh, fuck. So, this is Chakma. This is wisdom, of course. It had to be like this. Wait a minute. I want to take my clothes off. I need to be naked in this experience. My new robes feel okay. They feel right. I'm somebody new here. And this place is new and fresh, but it's been here forever. Just this feeling of gentle, shimmering grace, I guess. What did those 4 words near the arch mean? Ed in Arcadia ego. I think it's a famous incomplete quote from a Poussin painting. And in Arcadia, I. Arcadia was an ancient Greek state, a complete wilderness where Pan was supposed to dwell. The land before the moon. I guess if the third female sphere is the moon's highest aspect, then this second sphere comes before the moon. This is God as male, the highest male element. And who are these guys? They must be the 4 tarot knights, or kings. They're all attributed to this place, just like all the queens are Abina. There's a name of God, IHVH, pronounced Yod-He-Vav-He, that expresses the meaning of the whole tree of life. This place, Chakma, is represented by the first syllable, Yod. It's the initial expression of the energy. It's male, it's fire, it's wands, it's spirit. The second female syllable, He, is all the queens at Bina. Thou is the princes at Tippereth. And the final He is the princesses at Malkuth. The structure of everything, of being, it's just so splendid. Yes, and alive, fertile, and I keep wanting to say sexy, but that's not it. Or if it is, it's not physical sex, not human sex. It's God sex or something. Haha, God sex. That's brilliant. Everything's brilliant. This quiet, sacred joy, the sweet musk in the air and smell like... Is that hashish? Which planet represents this place? There's no planet. Chakma is the zodiac, all the stars, all exploding into being like some glorious utterance or something, and I feel like it's happening now, happening here. This perfect, timeless moment where everything is happening. The beginning, the end. Hey, look at this. It's a path of wands, a royal road. Well, this place is God is male, the highest male principle. The wand is the phallus, so all wands are attributed to Chakma. All wands, all spirit, all fire, the initiating energy. Just like Bina is cups, compassion, water. Hey, I just thought, water's symbol is a downward triangle, fire's is an upright triangle. The sun of their union is air, Tippereth, the Star of David combining the two. I get it. You were right about the structure of it all. It's so elegant. It's so simple and lovely. It's just ringing with holiness. I know. Magic is glorious. The feeling these wands create. I don't know. Wisdom. Just wisdom. Understanding. That happens in the womb dark silence inside us. Wisdom is expressed. It just spills out unbidden. Uh-huh. So it's a guy thing. Kinda like this.
They come to a gigantic wand, fountaining energy down into a pool at its base.
Oh, Sophie, you were right. This is where all the stars spurt into being. Barbara, you look so good. This will sound wrong, but I wish we'd had sex while you were alive. Yeah, I know what you mean, and I feel we can just say that here, honestly, without any misunderstanding. It isn't sex, exactly. I know. It's whispering afterwards, soul touching soul. Oh, Barbara, I know. Love. We love each other. Oh, Sophie, we're at the source. Yes, of all existence. All existence. The moment it begins, the moment it ends. I love you. God sex. It's all God sex. It's so pure and it's so dirty. It's... What's that word? The word that means sacred and profane. Taboo.
Barbara and Sophie witness the union of energy and substance as expressed as a dove flying into a cup, and as the Greek myth of the demigod Pan raping Selene, the moon goddess.
Pan. Pan and Selene, the myth where Pan rapes her. Although, it's almost like she wanted that. Like he had to. It's like Babylon riding the beast, the celestial goddess in this chaotic animal force. It's the primal scene. It's mom and dad doing it. Humping towards the moment of conception, but it's the conception of the universe. The universe. All the male and female energies pounding in the binary throb of being. On and off, back and forth, in and out. Gravity, electromagnetism, the weak nuclear force, the strong nuclear force, earth, air, water, fire, this phosphorus, angel copulation. Building like music, building to a crescendo, building to its outburst, building to that first formless utterance, that first expression. In the beginning is the Word, and the Word is...
I...
Holy shit. It just came. Everything just came. What was that? The Big Bang? Yeah. Give me a second. Yes, that's how it all came into being. And look, it's still going on. It's always still going on. Space-time, the beginning, the end, all the time, all at once. Come on, let's walk.
They continue on to find a huge staircase leading into a great light, and sitting at its foot is another version of Aleister Crowley, this one dressed as a fool.
I don't believe this. You're everywhere. What are you doing here?
Talking to spirits and illusions, evidently. As for here, I'm in my temple at Ceplau. It's 1921, and I'm preparing to become the Ipsissimus. What are you doing here?
We're looking for Stephen Shelley. Isn't Ipsissimus the highest magical grade that corresponds to Kether?
It's higher than Kether. Stephen Shelley, you say? I think he passed me earlier heading up path 11 here. The fool. You know, I'm still not sure I'm ready for Ipsissimus. I think I'm afraid. You see, from here you can look up and behold the vision of God face to face, up at the top of the stairs. Don't look at it for too long, or you'll never look away. Barbara and Sophie look into the light and become enraptured.
Barbara, that's enough. Don't look at it anymore. Oh God, I was gone. But if that's where Steve went, that's where I have to go. Okay. Are you sure you won't come with us, Mr. Crowley?
Oh, I'm already there. I've always been there, just like I've always been sitting undecided here. You go ahead. Good luck with God.
Okay. I feel like an idiot doing this, but I feel I have to trust the impulse, you know? Well, that's what this fool path is about. Irrational leaps into the unknown. Barbara, I'm scared. Let's hold hands again. Sure. What are you scared of? Is there something you know about this next sphere you're not telling me? It's the highest sphere. Sphere 1. The crown. You can be annihilated in it. You can fuse with it. Fuse with it? Yes. The white light. The pure, perfect experience of God. Some souls just dissolve into it forever. Some souls go into it and don't come back. But then, why would you?
Next, the Serpent and the Dove. Emerging from blank white space, figures first resolve into artist sketches, then solidify with lines and shading, finally becoming Barbara and Sophie as they near the foreground.
Something from nothing.
Promethea, the Serpent and the Dove.
Something from nothing. One from none. This from bliss. White from what? This is God. Here we are again. Always here. Always now. I remember how it will be. Always like this. One perfect moment. Here we are again. Something from nothing. One from none. One. Just the idea of one. Of something. For that to even exist. Where there was only nothing. This is God. Yes. And God is one. And all. God is all. One is all. One perfect moment. I thought that there was somewhere else before being here, but we've always been here, haven't we? We've all always been here. Yes, always here. Always now. Here in Kether, the crown. Here in the first white spark of being. Barbara, I just thought, are we God? Yes, I remember how it will be. God is everything. Everything is God. God is all born,
All fed,
all grown,
all led,
all helped,
all harmed,
all cursed, all charmed, all brutal, all holy, all wisdom, all folly, all knowing, all seeing, all suffering, all being, all doing, all done, all one. All one, all God, all Kether. One perfect moment when everything happens. Always like this, the white brilliance, the bay leaf and ambergris. Here we are again. Yes, here we are again, and we are each other, and we are God. Yes, and God is one, and one is next to nothing. This sacred, blissful whiteness that we're all part of, that barely exists. This is almost nothing. A single point coming into being out of, did something just happen? Yes, I think so. It was like white light. Yes, it was like not being there, but it was like being everywhere, being everything. Are we fusing with it? Are we fusing with this place? With God, yes. To melt into the whiteness, to no longer be us, to be it, to be God, and know as God knows, and see as God sees, to be this forever. It would be.
They hear all the prayers of everyone in the world in every language that exists.
Our Father, who art in heaven, forgive me. I'm such a mess. I'm such a mess.
And take care of Grandma, and I hope you're okay.
Here we are, Lord, talking again, you and me.
I am ready now, Lord. Take me now. So tired.
Kill them, Lord. Kill our enemies.
I hate you. How could you let that happen? How?
I have done 15 for you. I am your red right hand.
Please, God, just this one horse. Let it win. Shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Oh, I hope I'm lettering this right. And they see all of existence represented at once. Every moment, every event, every place, every being arrayed in a perfect structure.
This endless white moment. This is the crown of... Are we gone again? I thought there was nothing but me. It was like being a baby. I thought, Barbara? Is that you?
I think so. Wasn't I once Barbara? Shelley? Ramirez? Some like that. Who wants to know? Are you? Oh, Steve! Oh, Steve, baby, it's you! Oh, God! Oh, thank you!
Barb. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, my Barbara.
Baby, it's you I came here for. I almost forgot. In the white, I almost forgot.
It's okay. Everything's okay now. I can't believe you climbed here.
I couldn't have done it except for Sophie. She's the Promethea after me. She's helped me so much.
See her, Steve. Were you fused like we were? I guess so. It was like I was everything. This perfect bliss. I didn't even remember being me, but I remembered you. I don't want to be God without you, love.
So what do we do now? What choices do we have?
That's easy. Be ye serpents or be ye doves, but choose ye wisely. What do you mean? When we climb up the tree, winding from sphere to sphere, then we're serpents. The serpent is the will to climb and rise, the will to live. But when we choose to descend from this sacred purity back into the turmoil and suffering of the world, then we're doves. The dove is the will to sacrifice, to descend, the will to die. The will to die to this glorious world of spirit and live again in matter. The will to take a little more light back down to the world
where it needs it. Back down there. Looking down from the highest point in all existence, they see every realm and the tree of life itself spread out before them.
Oh, God, look at it. This is the edge, then. The edge of Ketha? Steve, would you really want to give this up? To go back into all the pain of the world?
With you? In a minute, baby. No question. I love you. So, do we just jump?
What? All that way? But isn't that
Sort of foolish, yeah. I say we do it. Me too.
But what? Do we reincarnate or something? Have whole new lives?
I don't know. Any life, sweetheart. Any venture. It's always a fool's leap.
He's right, Barb. But, oh, what the hell?
They leap. They fall past the abyss and its surrounding realms.
Oh my God. Whole existence flying up at us, rushing past. What a trip. What a universe. Oh, God, I love this. Ah! Oh, this is wonderful.
They fall past Hod and see Mercury marking their passage.
Oh, yes. There goes Gabora and Chesed and Steve. Steve, something's happening to us. We're changing.
It's okay. It's okay, baby. Just let it happen. Barbara and Steve's bodies begin to dissipate as their spirits turn into doves.
Barbara, wait. Am I ever going to see you again?
Promethea falls past the realm of the shades, the land of dream and fiction. Alone.
Barbara? Steve? That down there, isn't that...
Earth is just beyond it, close enough to touch, and the doves fly on ahead. Malkuth. The doves fly into a hospital, into the room of a pregnant woman giving birth.
Ah!
Okay, now just one more push. There. Congratulations, Mrs. Tansy. It's twins, like we said. One of each. Barbara and Steve have been reincarnated as brother and sister, and will know a different kind of love in this life, but they will remain together. Promethea returns to physical reality and transforms into Sophie in the part she left from. Sophie delights in the simple things around her, regular people and animals. Now more than ever she sees the magic in the mundane, now knows in her soul that the physical world is simply the part of heaven that we can touch.
Hi, sweetheart. Looks like you just got back from somewhere. It's a lovely evening, ain't it?
It's beautiful. And everything's just what it is, without having to mean something. Like you're not a sphinx or anything.
No, I ain't. But my husband reckons I'm a mystery all the same. You take care now, darling.
Sophie comes home to her mother.
Hi.
Oh, you came back in time to start college again, huh? I thought you might just stay in Europe for good and disown me completely.
I haven't been to Europe.
Uh-huh, so you lied about that. What, were you screwing around with some boyfriend? Jesus, Sophie. I mean, you think you know everything, but you don't. What happens if you get pregnant? Your whole life, all the things you think you're gonna do, it all gets washed away. And now look, you've lied to me.
Mom, shut up and listen. I'm Promethea, a science heroine who's on texture all the time. That's me, and I haven't been to Europe. I've been to heaven.
Sophie, what?
Is this... No, Mom, don't say is this drugs. It's not drugs, and I'm not crazy. I'm Promethea. Come on, a character I'm researching, and she just turns up in real life? How could it not be me? But, Mom, as part of being Promethea, I've traveled to the places where people go when they die. I met my dad, Juan Felipe Estrada, goatee, stud in his ear, tattoo on his arms, a snake with wings. What? You met him in Europe? I don't know. Mom, I didn't go to Europe, remember? I went to heaven. Dad, Juan, he's dead, Mom. He died 18 years back now. What are you saying? He was dealing coke. He didn't want you to know. When he tried to get out of the life, his partners killed him. He didn't leave you, Mom. He said to tell you that he always loved you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Sophie, baby. I never told you. I never told you his name. I never said about the tattoo. Shush. Just accept it. He loved you. He still loves you. And I love you too. More than I love anybody. Oh, Sophie. Oh, God. I've been so shitty to you. No, you weren't. I just didn't know how much you'd wanted me. How much you sacrificed for me. I've done some growing up while I was away, Mom. I don't know what to say. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, God, baby. I know, Mom. I know you do. It's all going to be different with us now. Yeah, definitely. All the booze, I'm going to kick that in the head. And the guys I brought home. Honey, I'm sorry about all that. You don't have to be sorry. From now on, it's all going to be okay. Everything's going to go right.
Next. Cross, moon, star, shapes in the sand. Everything goes wrong. End of part 2. Since the story ball of 2 Prometheas is left hanging, I want to resolve it now, as it's not the majority of part 3, but I felt it didn't belong here. Part 3 will begin with Sophie confronting Stacia about taking over, and Stacia starting a fight about it because she is now in love with Grace. They fight, and the greater order of the Immateria has to step in. A trial is held amongst the court of immaterial beings, and a judgment is rendered as to who most deserves to be Earth's Promethea. Jack Faust acts as Sophie's lawyer. I don't want to spoil it, but in the end, they both sort of quit being Promethea, and Sophie goes into hiding after the FBI shoots Stacia in her bed to stop her from reaching for a notepad. Sophie remains in hiding for some time until Tom Strong, a famous science hero in the universe, seeks her out because he's worried about the apocalypse she's prophesied to bring about. He forces Promethea's hand, and the apocalypse has begun. And that will be the majority of part 3. The apocalypse happens over several issues, and is filled with great weird moments. At this point, the story is functionally over, and it's party at the end of the world time. All bets are off, and Alan's imagination is fully unleashed on this world's unsuspecting residents. This image is just one moment in the big show, and no, you don't get any context for it yet. Just imagine what's behind it. Basically, the immaterial world starts becoming real, all of existence crashing into itself, and it's Promethea's job to hold our hands as our eyes open as a species and we transcend into a new era of understanding. Physical reality will come back and life will go on, but it's a very different society, and you'll see that right at the end. The final issue is a lot of text and will probably be better served as being its own part, like Metaphor was, as it's Alan writing directly to the audience for 32 pages. See you next time for part 3 in 2 weeks. And as always, thanks for watching.